Recording in progress. So here we are on Vampire the Masquerade, Chicago, 1999, episode number 46, following Mercy's Gambit. Let's do a recap. Where are we? What are we doing? And how's life in Chicago presently for you guys?
Well, I'm playing Belladonna this session, so what Mercy did last session isn't really applicable to her. She was staying at her place. She was waiting for Chase to get in contact with her, but it never ended up happening. So she ended up hanging out with Yaryan for the night. Okay. So that's where she is.
Right. And with Yaryan for the night, at what location?
At her location, in the box upstairs.
In the box upstairs, that's right. Because Yaryan was all, I want to find out about this box. Okay, cool. So that's where Belladonna is then, in Yaryan's arms.
Yeah.
Above the High Priestess shop out in the edges of Chicago.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Barry, which character or characters are you going to be embodying this evening? Sorry, Mike.
Your microphone. You're muted.
Trying to remember where I was with any one of them at any point.
Well, we've got your Nosferatu. We have Vincent Meyer came through briefly.
Yeah.
He's probably flying again at this point. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm on my way back home, so he's not available.
He's not available. So then we have Chase Hamilton, who is a good pick for a character to begin the evening with.
Chase is like going over everything, talking to his retainers about how far they've got with all the things they're organising and, you know, stuff like that. And he's got to make a phone call at some stage to Bells.
To Bells.
Mm.
Okay, so Chase, in the meantime, what we can say is that you've acquired more access to more of the funds. So you now are at a point where a lot of these funds are accessible through companies now.
Okay.
And you've got big stakes in big companies. Now, getting the money out of those companies would take a lot of time because some of the money is on long-term investments.
Yeah.
Meaning that you get big returns for putting lots of money into a long-term thing where you can't get your money back until you wait for the end of the 20-year investment term.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. And then you get a big return at the end of that 20 years.
Okay.
For example. Anyway, what else is going on in your life?
How's the gold situation going?
Gold situation. There are some potential buyers still looking in on that front. What's her name? Jules is going to make you a list of potential buyers.
Good, so I can give that to Bells and discuss with her what she wants to do with it once these potential buyers, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, what else can I say about that?
And me and the nurse were looking for the baby.
You and the nurse are looking for the baby, right?
Yes.
Right. Well, did you have any recent clues?
I did, sadly, but I can't remember all of them.
You did, sadly.
There was some clues that we had.
There were some clues.
Oh, the sock was a big clue.
Sock was a big clue, yeah. Yeah. And in the yard, the back of that yard.
Yep, yep.
Mm-hmm.
The Norse would like to get his hands on that so he can give it to his school dogs and see if they can scent it.
All right.
Yeah.
Very well. To the ghoul dogs to see if they can sense it. This is your Nosferatu has a ghoul dog.
He has several ghoul dogs.
Does he get them? Are they ex-police dogs by any chance?
No, they're literally dogs that have been chucked away.
Okay, so they're maltreated and what have you, but
yeah,
you've turned them into ghouls, and now they'll listen to you at least.
Yeah, they'll listen to me, and
okay,
and do what I want.
Cool. All
And I
right.
keep them fed and in more ways than one.
Right. So you're going to use these dogs to try and sniff out
Yeah,
any sign of things. Okay.
5 of them.
Well, you've all paths lead to Rome, and Rome in this case is the Red Herring Fisheries warehouse, which recently exploded and caused you quite a lot of damage because you were fucking around in there with their boats.
Jet skis.
Jet skis, that's
Yeah,
correct.
with their thing skis.
Yeah. Yeah, and that sort of ended up not getting really further looked at in the end, if you recall.
Okay, well, I'll go and further look at it.
Okay.
See if I can find anything else, because it could have something hidden there.
Another
Right.
bomb.
Another bomb, for example.
No, well, he's learned that lesson now. Don't sit on something and start it when it's your enemies. Yeah.
Well,
So he's got his dogs, and these are vicious dogs. They're not
They're
friendly
vicious,
dogs.
vicious
Well,
dogs.
they're on the street. You know,
Okay.
they've
Do
been
you have
treated
any
cruelly.
breed of dog that you like? Are we talking about Alsatians or these like fucking pit bull terriers?
They're
Both?
German Shepherds, Alsatians. They're a mixture.
Okay. How many of the dogs?
And one of them is a bloodhound.
Okay.
Bloodhounds have a really sensitive nose.
Right. How many dogs altogether in this pack of ghoul dogs?
5, because he doesn't have
Doesn't have human ghouls?
human ghouls, no.
Okay, so he's got 5 animal ghouls and they're all dogs. Okay. Scary.
It's friends that he helps, you
Right.
know.
Okay, I wouldn't want to get in his way, actually, to be honest. All right, so you're investigating with the Nosferatu this business. Okay. Well, you go back to the Red Herring Fisheries, and by this point, the whole place has been taped up, and the cops have cordoned it off, and there's been an explosion, and none of that is news. However, the place doesn't seem to be guarded. Actually, it seems it must have been. The city of Gary just does not seem to have enough money in their budget to guard their crime sites at nighttime properly.
Does not surprise me.
Yeah. So what do you do?
So I go back with the dogs this time.
Okay.
And see what I can gather with them.
Okay, so you start sniffing around with the dogs. Well, you come across. Let's make a check. Let's make a check, Barry Tahira. What's your name? Your name is Peter Wicks.
Peter Wicks.
Peter Wicks. You're
Batman, whichever you prefer.
Batman by any other name on any other day of the week. Well, we're going to make a perception and investigation check. Peter Wicks. Five successes. All right. So, Peter Wicks, what you discover is amongst all the wreckage and what have you, there is a container that has some records of fuel being used for the jet skis here. How much fuel has been brought in and sent out, and how much has been purchased, and which jet skis it's been used on, and so on and so forth. And you realize that using this data, you can calculate the radius of the jet skis journeys, and on most trips you have data telling you on which date they used how much fuel, so you therefore know how far they went on which days. And using that data, you could probably project out into the lake to see how far that distance is, and then draw an arc across the lake to see where, which places that makes landfall, or anywhere else that might be of importance. Lost your sound.
I stay there for a while with the dogs because they may find something else that
Okay.
that I missed.
All right. You can do that. Meantime, Belladonna.
There we go.
I had to double check your name because I didn't want to fuck it up.
Well, that's good. That's a change.
Oh, that's so mean.
Love
Yeah.
is a many splendid
Um,
thing.
So, Belladonna, you wake up in the arms of your Amarind Indian lover.
Yes.
And Yan and you pop up from the earth instantaneously because you're the same.
We're in the box.
That's true, you're in a box. Okay.
We just wake up.
You just wake up, fine.
Yeah.
Well,
Wake up.
you're right. It's a nice box.
It was a nice box until we broke it last night.
Oh.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll find another box.
He apologizes profusely and offers to pay for it.
I have a better idea. I could do it like a larger box, and maybe I could like use the panels of this old one as like a garden fence thing, because I want to purchase the land next door. So I guess when I get around to it, I'll just do that. So it won't go to waste. It's not a bad thing.
Okay.
It's a little bit sad, but I mean, this box has seen a lot of things.
Puts his hand on your shoulder and says to you, Belladonna, it is only a box.
It is only a box. Yeah.
What are you going to do tonight?
Well, I'm going to spend 10 more minutes here with you, and then I'm probably going to get in touch with Critias. I think.
Huh.
Yeah.
I see.
I've been suggested by multiple people to have a chat to him to help the gangrel.
You are very privileged to meet Critias. I have never met him myself, despite the fact that he and I are in the same bloodline.
Do you want to?
I do, but I cannot. It is not my place or my time.
Okay.
My place is on the edge and the fringes of the shadows of society. I cannot cross inside the white man's world now.
I could invite him here, and you could just watch.
Perhaps. It's okay. You don't need to go out of your way.
I don't mind. And I guess I just wanted to give you some peace of mind that, he's doing well, and I don't know.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of get the feeling that you want to meet him, even if it's from the shadows. But
in time.
Yeah, in time. We've got time, as you say.
I'm
not used to that.
If I wanted to meet him more, I could have met him by now.
Okay. I get it.
It's okay.
So yeah, 10 minutes here.
10 minutes here, then.
And then we get up and we do what we need to do.
I see. All right.
And then we come back later. Somewhere.
Right. Okay, so 10 minutes go past.
Yeah.
And fade in and out of black, perhaps.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Okay.
That box is
it's wrecked.
Okay.
Yeah.
They wrecked the box.
Yeah.
Box wrecked. Okay, cool. Very good. And then after that, you guys part your ways, I suppose.
I'll give her a phone call.
I was just about to put Critias in Younger's number into my phone, but
Right. So you're about to put in Younger's number into your phone when your phone rings.
Wait, no, I actually have Critias' number. She sorted that out for me.
Okay.
But anyway, I'll answer the phone. Hello.
Hello, boss.
Hi. I expected a phone call from you
I
yesterday.
I thank you. I've been a bit busy, but I wanted if you got time for me to fill you in on what I was busy in.
Well, I'll get back to you on that. I'm gonna try
Okay.
and get in touch with Critias. Yeah,
Oh, can I come with you?
you can.
Okay. Where do you want me to meet you, boss?
Just come over to the High Priestess.
Okay. On
You
my
can
way.
bring Jimmy. Bring Jimmy. Bring Jimmy.
Okay, I got. Okay, I got to talk to you about that too.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Right.
Batman transition.
Or I want to make a phone call to Critias.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
So cut to the phone call with Critias. And ring, 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 ring. And the phone, after a minute, you hear it clamber around, and then actually, you know what? Let's get this right. Let's get it right.
You figure out if he's tech savvy.
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Good evening. This is Dr. Bernard Fantas speaking. How may I help you?
Oh, my name is Belladonna, and I'm looking to speak to Critias.
You mean the Athene?
Yes.
I see.
I don't know what that means in my mind. I do know, but my bells probably wouldn't.
Right. Very well then. Passes the phone over to somebody else, and you hear some clicking around and fumbling. Hello, who is this?
Hi, I'm Belladonna Rivers. I am.
I don't know who you are, Miss Rivers. This is my private time, not class time.
Oh, well, I'm not a student. I am a gangrel. I am.
Oh, I see. It's kindred business.
Yes, please.
You'd better go, darling. See here.
Oh my God, so cute. I love this so much. Yeah. Could we have a chat at some time? If I could visit you, or if you want to come over.
Did you say that you were a gangrel?
Yes.
I see.
It's pretty important.
Important, I'm sure.
Hmm.
Very well, I'm available now. Why don't you come to the university and I'll meet you outside the clock tower?
What university? There's so many.
He tells you the address and where to meet.
Okay. Sorry, now? Is that now?
Yes, now.
Okay. All right. I'll be there. Do you want me to bring anything?
Anything relevant to what you want to discuss, I suppose.
Okay. I'll be there in a sec. Or okay, it won't be a sec. I'm not that
I'm going
close.
to begin walking there now, and I will stay there with my book until you arrive. You'll know me, I'm sure, when you find me.
All right. See you soon.
Here's a hint. I wear white and I have a beard. Click.
I've already met him before.
You have?
All right, I'm going, yeah, at some of the Primogen meetings.
Yeah, right, of course.
So I'm going to text Chase the new location. I'm going to ask Zora to come with me in the van. I'm also going to send a text to Jackie,
all right.
saying that I'm going to meet Critias, and
Wow.
I really want you to join
Okay.
if you're around.
Okay. Let's see if Jackie's around. Doesn't help you if you roll a dice before you've decided what the numbers mean. You have to decide what the numbers mean before you roll the dice. I did
that yesterday.
That's my advice.
So I double rolled.
To DMs, you know. Okay. Jackie, unfortunately, is busy, I'm afraid.
Okay. I'll be like, that's fine. And I'll message Antheus. Hey, Antheus, would you like to come meet Critias with me?
Antheus calls you back. Say what?
Hi, I'm going to meet Critias to have a chat about Gangrel and Prusia.
Oh, you want to talk about relations between things. Okay.
Yeah, I'd really appreciate it if you'd come along.
Yeah, okay, I can do that. By the way, yeah, I need to talk to you anyway, so that's good. All right, I'll see you there. Where are
Okay.
you going to be? Where's this place?
It's at the university.
Bloody, bloody, blah.
Blah 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 blah.
Right,
Yeah.
the philosophy building, in fact, at the clock tower next to the philosophy unit.
Okay, right. That's what I say to him.
Okay, very well then. He says he'll meet you there.
Right. See you soon. And so Zora and I, we both
Zora
get
and you
over
in the hippie van.
in the hippie van.
Brum brum brum. Okay, parking at this time of night shouldn't be too bad.
It's freaking insane.
Yeah, it's insane. You drive around for a good 40 minutes looking for a park until finally you find one. Someone finally moves out of the spot that you need to be close enough to the place that it's worth walking.
You get a text
Beep beep.
I check my phone.
which says, there are so many universities. Which one?
I messaged it to you.
Oh, that one. Oh,
Yeah.
he texts us back. That one. Oh, okay. Okay, Jimmy.
All right, so Jimmy is driving you there. Okay, and you're going in what car? Chasticles.
Oh, pick one. We've got so many.
We are going.
Well, he's got all of Vincent's cars now.
Well, we'll go.
You know,
in
he's
any,
probably got a Batmobile.
We'll go in anyone
Go
that,
in that one.
that Jimmy wants to go in.
Anyone that Jimmy wants to go in. And do you tell Jimmy where you're going? What do you tell Jimmy about the location that you're going?
Do you like philosophy, Jimmy? Do you like philosophy, Jimmy?
Well, you have to understand, Chase, that philosophy and engineering, there's kind of a divergence there because, you know, philosophers, they get very caught up on the ideals.
Just say yes,
of
Jimmy.
things.
Just say yes. Just say yes. And
Sure, I like philosophy.
this is where we're going.
Okay, oh,
All
that's
right.
good. All right, fine.
We're gonna meet Belladonna there,
Oh,
and
okay.
a very important man called. Oh God, my brain's gone.
Critias.
Critias. Thank you.
Jimmy looks at you and he goes, "Ha."
What do you mean, huh? What's huh mean?
That's very, very. He obviously this is an impersonation.
Of.
Critias.
I don't know if he goes, huh? I've got to think about that for a while, Jimmy. Thank you.
Jimmy looks at you completely confused now.
You shouldn't be looking at him. He's driving, is he?
Jimmy looks at you and he goes, "Okay, let me try and explain it a little bit more. What I'm trying to say is, there's a fellow named Critias in history. You know, are you listening, Chase?
Yes, I'm listening.
Yeah. He came from Athens, I think. He was some kind of sculptor, and an author. He wrote a bunch of stuff, dedications on the Acropolis. Yeah, I can't remember everything about it, but I think he met Xerxes or something at some time, and yeah. Anyhow, Greek philosopher. Why are we going to the philosophy unit to meet someone called Critias?
It might be him, Jimmy.
He looks at you and you see him break out in sweat.
Oh.
What are you sweating for? Don't panic. He's a philosopher, not a monster.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. But he's got to be like 3,000 years old. Like,
yeah, which is why we better be really nice to him.
Ridiculously old.
And don't forget, he could have been associated with Carthage and things like that.
He may be one of the oldest vampires in the world, Chase.
He could be, but now you're making me nervous. Now I'm nervous. So is my other half and the other half and the other half. Now we're all nervous. Thanks, Jimmy, thanks.
I'm sorry, Chase. Oh, look, we're here. Do you want me to park the car and you can just go in here and I'll meet you and you come out? You can just give me a call. I'll come. You don't
like
need
to
me to
see
come
what the
in, do you?
university looks like.
You don't really need me to come in, do you? I've seen what the university here looks like. I've been here
look,
during the day, Chase. I can.
You can just come with me. Come with me. Come with me.
As you drag him away from the car, he's pointing. He's like, during the day that the light comes through those trees.
Yes.
And you're dragging him off through the car park.
Really. Just follow me, Jerry, this way.
All right, and he follows you through to the philosophy department. Very good.
Oh, he scared the bejesus out of me. He can follow me.
Where's Belladonna now? Now that she's parked and she's got her.
Yeah. Well, I take my bag and I make sure Zora is close by me. I
She
will
gets
link
out of
arms
the
with
car
her.
with you. All right.
And we'll both walk to the philosophy department.
As you're walking, Zora breaks one of her heels.
Oh.
And she has to stop. And
here, why don't you take my shoes? I'll just like hop out of them. There you go.
Because you can't do that. You can't.
Yes, I can.
Why?
Because I can.
Okay, fine. And she accepts.
Like your feet are more likely to hurt. If I stub my foot, I probably won't feel it. Trust me.
Shakes her head in disbelief and continues anyway. All right, and
we
so
can repair these. We'll put them in the van, and then go.
Well, as you come around the corner, there's this little octagonal miniature bell tower on the corner that has seats inside it, and it's kind of like a pagoda in a way, or some parts of the walls are open to the open air, should I say. The inside of it has a diagram of the university on the wall, and there you find there is this plump-looking elderly man, quite short and stocky, with a fairly bald head, but a few runaway stray hairs sticking out in odd directions. Grey hair, grey beard down to his middle chest. He is stuck his face in a fairly thick-looking book, and he sits there reading it. He has no glasses or anything like that. He's wearing a white robe.
Are you Critias?
He looks up. Oh, yes. You must be Belladonna then.
That's right. I'm Belladonna. This is Zora of the Valley.
Oh, why of the Valley, Zora? She looks at him and she turns to you and she says, and she curtsies and she says, "My lord, it is a title that I've been given as a priestess of," and she begins talking about the order that she's a priestess of and so on and so forth. I will not give away any occult details.
Right.
Anyway, so Critias, I see. So, you want to talk?
Yes.
Is this a good place, or do you have other places in mind?
I quite like this place. This is nice. Also, we're meeting with 3 others.
3 others?
Yes.
Oh, this place won't be big enough for that then, and there's people
okay.
walking past elsewhere. No,
nice here, though.
What we need is the library, I feel.
Okay.
Or perhaps there's the forum. I like to call it the forum. It's more of an amphitheater. But
right.
we blocked off and locked down, just us.
Okay, I like that.
Yes.
Will there be someone here to meet with my friends?
Oh, well, we'll wait for them first, and then we'll take them with us all together
That's a good idea.
To the amphitheater.
Please excuse the fact that I have no shoes on.
He looks down at you and he says, "Ah!" And he lifts up his robe a little bit. He says, "Neither do I." Ah!
Look at that. Anyway, we're meeting with a man named Chase Hamilton. He's Malkavian.
I heard that name before. Yes.
We're also meeting his retainer named Jimmy.
I see.
I don't know the last name. and another member of the gangrel called
Oh.
Antheus.
I see. I know Lord Antheus, yes. Can I ask you a question, young lady?
Sure, of course you
How
can.
long have you been a vampire for?
Oh, I've been a vampire since the early 70s,
So some 30-something years, I suppose.
30 something years.
30-something years.
20, you know, I don't know math. 20 something, sorry, 20 something.
Now, I should like to say that
Hmm.
as much as I appreciate all of this work you've put in here to this meeting, another elder, other than myself, perhaps one more curmudgeonly than I, might feel it prudent to point out that you have invited a lot more people than I was expecting.
I'm so sorry.
And typically that might be considered a little rude to an elder, but fortunately I got out of bed on the right side.
Okay, good. I'm not very knowledgeable when it comes to the etiquette of
That's why
vampire
I'm telling
society.
you, he says. He takes your
Thank
hand
you.
and says, I see that in you, and I seek to correct it.
Thank you. I really don't want to stuff this up.
Of course.
So thank you. Thank you for letting me know.
I see that in your aura, my dear, he says. You have a very clear conscience.
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to talking to you today. Seeing as you are like
I'm
your
very
Bruja.
interested to hear what you have to say, young lady.
Do you know much about what's happening between Gangrel and Clan Ventru?
Well, let me put it to you this way. Plausible deniability is my favorite catchphrase. What I know and what I know, I tend to keep to myself.
Right. Okay.
Now, before we do continue, where are your friends?
It's a good question.
Jimmy, no, left. Jimmy,
left.
left.
We can hear them now.
Left. Jimmy, no.
Chase is so loud.
All right, so Jimmy and Chase come wheeling around the corner. And Jimmy's like, it's got to be here, Chase. I'm telling you, these are the coordinates. It's got to be right here. Like we're practically standing on it. And Charlie, you're looking down on these guys from like 5 feet away, looking down from right above them.
Hey.
What?
Hi.
Oh,
We're up here.
Oh, they're up there. Let's go.
Okay, so you guys go up into the pagoda thing.
Yeah.
Where they are. It's not a pagoda. It's what's it called? A rotunda. A rotunda. That's the word. You know, like they have at the Domain. If you've been to the Auckland Domain, I don't know if you've been there, Charlie. They have these big open garden spaces with like this 1920s style circular bandstand thing with a roof on it.
I get that.
Right.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
You know what I'm talking about. Okay.
So this is Chase Hamilton and this is Jimmy. We're just waiting on Antheus and then we'll go into the amphitheater. Is that what you said before?
Yes, amphitheater,
right.
yes.
Good evening, my lord.
Good evening. And you, sir.
Yes,
what did you say your name was?
My name is Chase Hamilton.
Hamilton, yes.
And this is Jimmy, my buddy, friend, and companion.
I see. Very nice to meet you all.
And this is Critias. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but he is the most amazing gentleman.
You're so kind, Before you ask, he says to you and to Jimmy, Yes, I am the Critias from history. Don't tell anyone. It's not that much of a big deal these days.
How did you know that we were going to ask you that?
Because, my friend, he pats you on the shoulder, your retainer is sweating like a pig.
I told him not to. I said
and
that
his
you're,
aura gives it away.
And you would know about Hannibal and things like that.
I've met Hannibal twice. Didn't like him myself, to be honest with you. Who did in those days? Now, things to talk about. We're waiting on one more person, and as you're waiting, you hear the motorcycle pull up just behind some trees over there, and a few moments later, Antheus emerges, from around the corner with his arms folded, leather jacket on, and he's got a helmet in one hand.
When he comes over, I'd be like, Antheus, this is Critias, Antheus. I know you guys have met before, but I thought I'm trying to be polite because I know I need to be.
Critias nods and he claps. He says, "You're doing very good, very good
Thank you.
work.
Thank you.
I'm impressed. Neonates and child these knights tend to be they forget these things. They don't know that they're important, and perhaps they're not important, not to them, but when you're dealing with elders, they can be very peculiar and very particular about these things, and it can most certainly influence and affect your life. Therefore, keeping these tools in mind is worthwhile, whether or not they're real things or not, or completely ridiculous and not the point. So, to the amphitheater then, eh? What shall we go?
Should we impose a no shoe rule? I mean, we're already shoe. Okay, I'm sorry.
Antheus, sorry, not Antheus. Critias, all these S's.
Yeah.
Critias says, no, there shall be no rules unless they're made necessary.
Okay, that works. Let's go, everyone.
And so you go down into the amphitheater, and as you get there, there's a security guard there, and Critias says, evening, Bob. Do you mind keeping all the riffraff out here for a while, if you don't mind? Excuse the tone. And then they go, and you find yourselves in this amphitheater alone. Just the gangrel and the Bruja that you have invited. Just these vampires.
Oh, so the Malkavians are left out.
Oh,
cold.
The vampires that you've invited.
Yeah.
So he claps, and his voice echoes, and his clap echoes around this fairly small amphitheater that might seat 100 people at a time. Now, how can I help you? You've asked specifically for this meeting, and you have brought quite a selection of kindred before me. I must admit, everyone here from Lord Antheus to some of our newer members of the community. Mr. Hamilton, you just joined the community recently, I understand.
Yes, my lord.
Welcome to Chicago. I'm sorry that you come at such a piteous time.
Well, whatever I can do.
Of course. And he turns back to you, Belladonna.
Right. Well, I've been told by multiple people, especially my clan, and some of the Bruja, to have a chat to you, because chances are there's going to be a time where we need the Bruja to help us out in, I guess, against the Ventru in some way or form. They are powerful. They have a lot of resources. And let's be honest, the Gangrel, if the wolf pack leave, there's about 4 of us. To the Ventru's many. We're here to have a chat to you about where you stand, and if you could help us. Yeah.
If I can help you, I see.
Do you have anything else to say, Antheus?
Antheus steps forward. Recently, our Archon Tyrus has been, as you know, he came to his final death. He came to his end. In Elysium, no less. At the hands of, I don't know, we think maybe more than just a Ventru with, let's just say the situation was a bit weird. The way Loden came back is suspicious, and we're concerned about it. And beyond that, Tyrus has voiced to me in the past, prior to this incident, but recently that he had concerns that he himself was being cracked like a nut by the Prince of Chicago. We brushed it off a number of times before we started to take the idea seriously, and then when he felt he had enough evidence, I tried to talk him out of it. He did what he did. It's been a very hard time for the Gangrel, and we need your support if you will give it to us. We have another Archon due to arrive here soon, who is said to replace Archon Tyrus if that can be done. We find it hard that anyone would be able to do such a thing, but perhaps we can learn to respect and gain the trust of another Archon for Clan Gangrel. In the meantime, yeah, any assistance that you can give us would be considered to be a great boon and an opportunity for our clans to form an alliance. That's all I have to say. Antheus
Very
steps back.
true. That was lovely. I wish I could be as eloquent as him.
Sure you can.
I'll work on it.
I see, says Critias. I see. What is it that you think I am able to provide for you? That's the question that I have. What exactly? A bunch of philosophy majors from... I suppose they might help, but I'm not sure how. But I can offer you this place as a place to come and talk if you wish. It's pretty secure, and I don't see too many Ventru here. They tend to stay over in the economics department down the other side of the campus. So, what do you think I can do to help you with? I can offer you the support of the Ventru. I can talk to of the bourgeois, I say. I can get them to try. I can try to get them to support you in any way. When the time comes, I can make it clear to the other Bruja that the Gangrel have been mistreated by the Ventru, and
I'm
they
sure
may well rally to your cause.
it might be worth having a chat to some of the Bruja about like what has happened to them in the past with the Ventru, because I don't doubt that they've had their own issues, and
Oh yes,
that could align us together as well.
very true, very true. Curiously, I understand that you are all some sort of super duper vampire hunting community of super killers working against the Sabbat these nights. Is that so?
Well, Chase and I are.
How's
They're
that?
part of the coterie, Minerva's Shield. It's a bit of a mess, especially with this happening. It's hard to put your priorities in check when there's so much going on, and I really want to make sure that I'm there for my clan. And yeah, there's a lot going on.
A lot going on. Well, again, I ask you if there's anything we can do here to help. I mean, one thing I can offer you is a certain amount of dissertation regarding the thoughts and mindsets of the leaders of the Sabbat. I've studied their thinking for centuries. I saw their formation.
That's really good, actually.
If that is of any use to you, then perhaps I can help you predict the thinking of your enemy.
What's your opinion on Philippe Rigaud, my lord?
Philippe Rigaud. Well, from here we should go to my personal library if you're so interested or inclined.
I am so interested and inclined.
I see. Well then.
Antheus, do you want to join us with this, or?
Antheus says, yeah, I can come along for a while, all right? Sure.
Right.
This Rigaud is, he's the bane of everyone, so let's do what we can to get him. Very good, says Critias, and he takes you on through to his private apartments, which are in a nearby building across the park. And when you get there, he takes you in upstairs. It's a split-level apartment with a balcony that looks down over the street. Across the street, there's a theater. What else? Yep, and in the living room, there's a large rug that looks like a lion with its head and what have you on it, like a Roman kind of throw.
Is this a real lion?
Oh, it was once upon a time.
Aw.
Not anymore.
I pet it on the head. There.
You're not doing it any good now, you realize.
I know. A part of me feels sad.
Yes, I understand. Things have changed, and such creatures are indeed precious. I don't doubt it.
I feel very close to the spirit of creatures and people. So yeah.
This particular rug belonged to Marcus Aurelius.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Don't spill anything on it, or I'll have to kill you, I suppose.
Oh no! No, don't kill me.
It'd be a lot of trouble for a rug.
Okay.
Now, everybody, do come in and sit down. Now, what was the question again?
Philippe Rigaud?
What do we know about Philippe Rigaud? Philippe Rigaud, yes. Now, there is some comments about Philippe Rigaud in the histories and the annals of the Sabbat. Let me see here. 17th century, he begins to turn up. I think it is.
Do you think he started as the Sabbat?
Well,
Or did he start as Camarilla? Or was he before that time? I don't know.
hold on a second, Adam. He's going through books to find him.
Got one of our people on his trail. If I can learn a lot about him, I can pass it on to the person that's looking.
So, first notes I have on this Philippe Rigaud go back to Holland.
Holland.
Yes, Holland. Long time ago here, it says here, he was in Holland. Apparently attacked by some crazed Sabbat vampires in Holland. That is said to be where he was originated from, according to what little evidence we have. Our histories. He was present, I understand, at some of the more recent amendments to the Convention of Thorns. There's his name in their annals.
May I ask, what is the Convention of Thorns?
Oh, well, the Convention of Thorns is when the Camarilla and the Anarchs came to a truce, and the Sabbat split from both factions, deciding that this truce with the Camarilla was too much for them to bear.
Okay.
So what else do I have here? Yeah, so the timing of his embrace, approximately in the 1600s, looks like. Maybe the late 1600s. He seems to have been said to have had great military skills in life and in death. Commanded large military units of cavalry.
Oh dear, we don't have that.
Was used behind enemy lines a number of times in roles that were designed to subvert the enemy by going behind their lines and converting the enemy into essentially a private militia.
A perfect tool for the Sabbat.
Correct. He's been a scout. He's been heavily involved in the takeover of New York.
So he's high up in their ranks.
He is quite high in their ranks, but still low enough that he must go out amongst the cannon fodder and work and get his hands dirty. But I have the suspicion, my friend Chase, that he likes it. That's the way he likes it. It might be that he could have gone further if he had had the opportunity, or if he hadn't liked it so much. He's said to be a bit of a fanatic, of course. You can only imagine what sort of fanaticism it would take.
You don't mind if I write this down, do you, Marlo?
Oh, no, of course. I expect that you should.
Fanatic.
Yes.
Do we know? We know from one of our associates that works with us, we know that he can obfuscate.
True. Perhaps. I see. That is not a comforting thought to me.
No, I know. I thought, seeing you're giving us information, I should give you something back. What little use it is.
Well, it is good enough to know that we must be vigilant and keep our cameras operating.
Yes. Anything else you can tell us?
Continues going through old notes on the Sabbat that he's kept for a very long time. I would like to point out, by the way, these notes here that I'm showing you, these are encrypted in my own private encryption. Should they come into the wrong hands, they would not break the Masquerade.
So I suppose what note I'm taking I should do in my own code.
I think that is a good idea, sir. What else can I tell you about the man? Not too much, except he must have some significant status among the Sabbat. He is old enough, and he has been around a number of places. As I said, he was involved in New York.
What about... So you said Norway as well?
Norway?
Did you say Norway?
Regarding Holland. Yeah, it was from Holland.
Holland, sorry.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, there's not much else that he's able to tell you about Philippe Rigaud that he knows. He's, Philippe Rigaud turned up to a number of these treaties and things that were held in Vienna and other locations around Europe over the last couple of centuries. He's turned up to these things. He's been seen as a Sabbat supporter, obviously, and nobody knows too much about him. He just turns up, he's with the contingent at those events, and then he leaves. Yeah, so what little information has been dragged out has basically told you that he's obviously very militant. He's an officer. He's known for his actual proficiency in actual combat and actual war behind enemy lines as well as in front of enemy lines. I think it's fair to say that the man is pretty brave. He's not a coward at all.
I think Chase would figure that out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, Chase would figure that Peter's even remotely lucky to be alive, and he must have been playing with him.
Right. Oh, and Philippe Rigaud was originally French, and he was embraced in Holland. That's what happened.
Okay.
So yeah.
French.
Yeah, and he was a French soldier fighting in Holland when he was embraced, apparently, according to what stories have surfaced. that Critias is able to get for you.
Did he serve with Napoleon?
Did he serve with Napoleon as a French soldier? Let me just read you the very beginning of his character description. It says, when Louis XIV of France's legendary Sun King invaded Holland in 1672, Philippe Rigaud was a soldier in the light cavalry units which scouted the area, or more commonly, raided the area. So, if France's legendary Sun King was Napoleon, then yes, but I'm not sure.
No, it wasn't.
I don't think so.
No. That's
Louis
That's-
XIV.
yeah,
So,
Louis the 14th.
yeah, never mind. Lost you there.
It gives Chase an idea what he's dealing with and what kind of personality he's dealing with.
Right. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
No, of course. Now, is there anything else that we can do for you or such? Or that you can do for me, as it were?
There's something I would like to ask you, but
Oh.
I don't know if I want to ask you just yet.
He looks at you and...
I kind of want to have a one-on-one with you about it first.
I see.
Mm.
Oh, well,
Oh, and with Zora too.
perhaps we should take a moment to have that conversation when we're done here, then.
Sounds good to me.
Are we done here, then, with everything else?
Is there any...
Yeah.
Are there any Bruges that we could have a chat to?
Oh, yes. Tyler would be one of them. You should definitely talk to Tyler.
Okay, Tyler.
Now, Tyler, she knows a little bit about the Sabbat too.
Okay.
How come, my lord?
Well, my friend, he puts his hand on your shoulder. He says, because time, she was one of them. She's no longer. She may not wish to talk about it, I can't say.
I know how that feels. I used to be associated with them at one time.
Yes, well, you were lucky to have survived that association. Very well. Curious that you would go back to fighting them after that harrowing experience that it was, no doubt.
It wasn't comfortable, my lord. I lost my sire that way.
My condolences. My condolences.
Thank you, my lord. I'll leave you two to talk privately.
Thank you. All right, very well.
I'll fill you in later,
see you
boss, when
guys.
you're not busy.
I will
Okay.
give you the numbers of my retainers to call if you wish to speak to me again.
Oh, I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Right. Okay. And so you guys retire, and
Right.
you're there with
Critias.
Critias.
I think
What
out
is
of
it that-
everyone,
Yeah.
when I mentioned the word Golconda, you are probably most likely to be able to help me, right? Because Golconda is a state of mind, not a place. So I thought maybe you could help me. All I need is a start. I mean, I'm looking at like the sort of meditation techniques of different philosophies. Like I'm looking at like chakras, and I'm looking at like the tree of life, and I'm thinking, is this how I try and figure out how to get there? Like, where do I begin?
So do you believe in Golconda? You do.
Well, I have to. I mean,
have to.
oh well.
Wow.
Hmm.
It's an interesting question, of course. Golconda, does it exist? Well, I think that there is every chance that it does exist. I believe there is a sect of vampires. They call themselves the Inconnu. Have you heard of them?
Inconnu. No, I haven't.
The Inconnu. They seek, it is said, Golconda. They sleep for vast aeons at a time. They have monitors who watch from the shadows of the world.
Is this like, are they sleeping, or is it a trance or meditation.
Some sleep, some trance, some wake.
Okay.
They seek the state you call Golconda, and they seek redemption for all kindred and their kind.
These sound really nice.
They do not wish to be found, spoken to, or interfered with, and they're entirely invitation only, I am told. I myself have not been invited to their cause, much to my chagrin, but never mind, I have my own ideas of how to cope with the unending cycle of life and death, and sun and darkness, rebirth.
Well, I think that if I can't find like other people to help me get there, then it's probably worth trying myself, and exploring my own self to get there. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Could one person do it on their own?
Well, it's difficult to know exactly whether a single individual person could do it on their own without any training at all. It seems unlikely, in my view. But it might be some sort of Christ figure, perhaps. It's happened before, a sort of messianic zeitgeist splits open the sky, and next thing we have a Messiah telling us how to break the curse of vampirism and send it back to Cain and free us all. Who knows? Nonetheless, it's possible, but unlikely. More likely is that you might search for several years and you may find some teacher who may help you with your endeavors. But I suggest that you begin by studying all of the human religions and philosophies so that you have a grounding before you even step foot into the arena of Golconda.
It's a good idea.
It
Got a few
is
books at home, but
what little I've heard of Golconda is a very advanced form of yoga.
just perfect.
Mind
perfect.
yoga, of course. You might say it was blood yoga.
Blood yoga. Okay. Now this is interesting. Like I've spent a lot of my life like meditating and trying to find out more about myself. So I think this is kind of like a natural next step for a vampire.
Oh, yes.
Can I take like a ghoul with me as we try search? Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well,
To where?
like looking for Golconda. Could I, take my friend Zora? Like, can we both try and find it, even though she's not a vampire? Or
I don't see why not if she understands the concept and she's able to help you in your assistance in that matter. It's not unlike the Hermetic concept of the holy guardian angel. I believe that's one of the means in which at one time there was a group of Tremere searching for Golconda in a similar manner. I'm not sure if they failed or they found something and turned back, but in any case they opened some doorways and they became very radiant.
like with Golconda, is it like from what you've heard, is it that a person just sort of stops becoming a vampire and goes back to being a human, or is it that they sort of become like the next level where they're both like immortal and able to go out into the sun? Or
All rumors, stories. Who knows?
okay,
Couldn't tell.
that's exciting though, because I've got forever.
What I can tell you is that in Carthage there was a time. He takes your hand for a minute and looks at you and he says, there was a time when humans and kindred lived together for 1,000 years, and we did not fight. We did not look down on one another. We lived in harmony, and there was enough blood and no sacrifice. Then came the Ventru, and they sacked our city, and they salted the earth. And when I find the opportunity to drive a stake through Loden Olaf Holt's chest, I will be there with you, with bells on. Good night, before I say more.
I won't say a thing. I believe Carthage can come back again. We can make this happen.
Oh, yes. He goes back to doddering after making this very cold statement.
I'm gonna leave you to that, okay? I've got some things to do with the rest of my night, and I'd love to have more chats, but this is important. So
Yes, of course. And I too have things to attend.
books to read. There's so
3
many books
weeks
here.
worth of marking exams to read. But fortunately, I've learned to read quickly and to mark quickly too. Bruja blood discipline celerity is very useful if you're marking exams.
If you have enough blood, sure. Wow, you must be super good at
It's what
celerity.
assistants are for.
True.
Good
Okay.
night, my friend.
Good
And
night. It was
very
lovely
nice to meet
chatting
you.
to you. Bye. Come
All
on,
right.
Zora.
And off you guys go.
So, Jimmy was here before. I talked to Zora.
Oh, he was here before?
Oh yeah, I mean, you were standing. So,
Oh, right. Yeah, so? What are you
did you
saying?
guys catch up, or?
Yeah, we caught up. What do you want to know?
I want to make sure that like everything's okay there, because there's gonna be times where I need to, put you guys.
Jimmy was, can I ask you a question?
Sure, of course you can.
Jimmy was asking me and sort of suggesting that maybe you were trying to hook us up. Are you trying to hook us up?
As much as I'd love you two to get together, I actually want to put you two together because I can't look after you all the time. And if I make sure that you're with Jimmy, then like I trust Jimmy. I think you two would be smart enough to get out of any situation.
Kind of like
comes to stuff.
MacGyver, isn't he?
Yeah. I've only seen like one episode. But yeah.
Okay, well, all right. So you're not.
No.
Okay, just checking.
No, well, you told me off for doing it the last time, so
I was just checking in.
okay. Anyway, I think the next thing on my agenda is I really need to talk to Jackie, to be honest.
Jackie?
Well, I need to talk to him about Randy because I can't just leave Randy out in the cold. I know it's probably not healthy for me to want to make sure he's okay when I should, we're blood,
I don't exactly
there's a
know what
connection there.
all of that means, but I just want you to be careful because, that guy's like fucking cuckoo, And
know.
he kills people for fun.
I know. That's why we need to stop him.
He's kind of toxic, You should really do something about it.
That's what I want to do. I want to have a chat to Jackie because I think I know how I could help him.
Do you think you can help a guy like that? Like, are you sure he doesn't just need to, like, I hate to say this, but sometimes, the goddess, she just wants to put something down.
Do you think that's what the goddess wants?
I don't know, but if he's just killing people for fun and shit like that, I mean, can that go on?
Do you think that a person deserves redemption if they seek it?
If they're seeking it,
He might not know it, or he might need someone to help him. I don't know if I can be the one to help him, but I have an idea.
just consider it because how many people are going to get killed between now and the time that he finally starts looking for redemption.
If we leave him like this, he's going to continue to kill people. I think redemption, it's either redemption or staking him and putting him in a box somewhere.
Maybe.
He needs some sort of change. So I'm
That's true.
gonna try and find Jackie.
Okay. Well,
I'm
good
gonna-
luck then, okay?
I'm gonna send a text to him
All right.
being like, we need to see each other, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark.
Okay, where are you?
At Critias is still. We're outside.
Okay, you're
So-
outside. Okay. Your phone rings.
I answer. Hello, Belle's here.
Damn, Bells, what is it, man? What's so
I-
important?
I want to chat to you. Is that
Okay.
possible?
Yeah, well, wow. Well, what's up?
Okay, well, I want to talk to you about Randy.
Oh yeah. Oh God. Okay.
Should we go to the milkshake place?
You mean like the old milk bar?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll meet you there. I'll meet you at the milk bar in like 30 minutes.
perfect. I'll see you soon.
See you then.
Are you
I like
coming with me? Are you coming with me,
The
Zora?
flip phone. Okay, so
Yeah,
who's going to the milk bar?
I am, and I will
Yeah.
take Zora with me too,
All right, you're on your way to the milk bar.
because I don't want to leave her.
All right, Chase, what
My
are you doing
precious.
in the meantime?
Well, actually, he's gonna ring. He's gonna ring. The guy he just spoke to in Barry's head is not there. The guy he just spoke to and ask if he can talk to him alone for a minute.
Critias?
Yes, he wants to ask Critias some advice.
Okay. All
If
right,
that's
that's-
all right.
That can be arranged, and yep, you end up speaking to Critias alone. Well, I wasn't expecting you to come back so soon.
Well, my lord, I need your advice.
I see. Well, I hope I can live up to your expectations.
You know, the Prince of Gary, don't you?
Oh, yes, Modius, yes. What about him?
Well, my lord, I don't know if it's a Malkavian thing or it's just me, but I like him.
Sorry, I apologize. Do go on.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. I like him.
Modius?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm glad somebody does. He doesn't have a lot of friends these nights. Kind of been ostracized, you see.
Yeah. But you see, sir, I know what it's like to be shattered. I know what it's like to be at the end of your rope with nowhere to go.
Oh, yes. Not a good place to be in that. No, not at all. Yes.
And I'd like to kind of build him up somehow. Help him.
Now, my friend. Chase, was it?
Yes, sir?
You wish to play a dangerous game, you see. You see, the enemy of the Prince of Chicago is, well, whomever supports his enemy.
That's if the Prince of Chicago knows you're supporting his enemy.
Now listen carefully, Mr. Chase, Mr. Hamilton. I serve here on the Primogen Council, the board, if you will, of Chicago. My task here and my solemn pledge is to balance the power of the prince, but in honesty and in I've made pledges, such.
Yes, my lord, and to someone like you, those pledges would be very important.
Quite.
Yes.
So I'm not sure I can go about supporting any of this sort of skullduggery.
Skullduggery, helping a man who needs help.
Well, needs it, does he?
Surely, if things are good in Gary, then things are good in Chicago.
What makes you think that follows?
Well, for one, Prince Loden would get the reputation that his team helped things become better in Gary.
Oh, I'm not sure Prince Loden seeks that sort of fame. I think that Gary has its own reputation too. Prince Loden has done a great deal of work separating Gary from Chicago. I'm not sure he wants anything to do with it in the papers and such like.
So,
He has gone to a great deal of work to decouple these two places and to make them less supportive of one another, less integrated. Did you know? Not long ago, there was a train line. The Brown line was to be extended all the way to Gary. Loden himself interfered with that and had that train line cancelled.
and I imagine Prince Loden still has a good hold on that.
Well, of course, he has a number of child heirs, as you know, several of them. At least one of them is in control of all the trains and trams and underground and the elevated train about the loop, all of that sort of thing. You don't know Drummond, do you?
No, I haven't had the pleasure, sir.
Well, Drummond, an interesting fellow. At least he was once upon a time. Now he's more of a tedious bore, more so than I am. Surprising, isn't it?
My question is to a man that built a country and a city, how do you subtly go about building a city? Rebuilding a city?
He's fixated on Gary, eh? You know, there's many cities around this location, around the edges of the lakes, not just Gary.
I know, but there's something about it I like.
I see. Have you considered looking for a town that doesn't already have a prince?
I don't want to be the prince.
I see.
I want to be the man behind a prince.
I see. A man behind the prince. You will be that man. I see.
If he wants me, or she wants me, yeah.
A man behind the prince. Did you, what is your business in Chicago anyway, Mr. Hamilton? What brought you here?
Well, I was on the run from the Sabbat. Then I met Bells, and that got me involved with Minerva Shield. And Bells is my best friend in the whole wide world, apart from Jimmy. And, of course, anybody associated with Bells.
I see. So, you're in Chicago recently.
Yes.
Having been on the run from the Sabbat.
Yes.
And that experience has put you in the line of fire once again as a member of the Shield. Is that so?
Yes.
Curious. How do you feel about that?
I want to gain more control of my life financially. I want to have a solid base. I want to have a solid home that the Sabbat can never touch.
Curiously, I'm interested. Are you not the benefactor of the estate of one Vincent? What was his name again? The paper went.
Yes, sir. Exactly, that man.
I see. So you are in fact quite well off now.
I am, sir, and so will Bells be when I can organise it.
I see. So what are you looking for advice for here exactly? You want buy up vast tracts of Gary? Is that your plan? You want to start the steel mills again?
Yes, I'm going to buy up vast tracts of Gary first, because if I start the steel mills too quickly, certain people won't like it, I don't think.
Well, you have more problems than that, my boy. You'll need to be able to sell that steel somewhere before you start the steel mills, or you'll end up with a lot of steel you can't sell.
I already had a look at that. There are countries that don't have their own steel.
Oh, yes, of course, yes.
Yes.
And you will have to bid against a number of other people who produce steel in order to get those sales.
Of course, my lord.
You may have to go and visit those countries even, make friends with the buyers.
But maybe that can give the former prince a little bit of pride and,
Yes.
at least in himself, so he won't be crushed anymore.
I see that you have a great deal of empathy for our dear Prince Modius and Gary. That is very admirable of you, Mr. Hamilton. Admirable. Yes.
It's not really admirable, my lord. It's just because I've been there.
We have, he says, he steps over to you, he says, we've all been there sometime or another. We'll all be there again, believe me.
Yes, sir. If you ever need a ride in a helicopter somewhere, let me know.
A helicopter?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, well, helicopter. It's a pretty good idea, isn't it? Yes. Well, might well do that. I've got some ideas. There's a geographical trip I was hoping to make. I want to go and visit a volcano.
Okay. Which
It would have to
volcano?
be. Well, it will have to be at night time, and we'll have to do a lot of planning. I suspect it could take a couple of months of planning. Well, I'll tell you when I'm ready, and we can head off for that. Well,
All right, I'd be glad to.
get me the prices and so on. What we're going
I
to
think
need.
we can give you a ride for free, my lord.
Well, that's very nice of you, but I shouldn't expect that. I should expect the university will pay for it.
Well, if the university wants to pay for it, my lord, I'd be glad to take their money.
Yes. Well, things to do. Better go.
Thank you,
What?
my lord. Thank you for your help.
So, good night then.
Bye.
Goodbye. Right.
My lord,
Oh, that. What? Yes.
if you should happen to drop to Lady Tyler that I have had experience with the Sabbat, if she knows that you know that she was part of that kind of situation, then I would appreciate it.
I see where you're going with all of this. Yes, all right. When are you planning to see her?
When you say she's ready to see me.
I see. Well, it seems that with you young folk, you're all about rush, so I suppose I better get my phone and make this call quickly then. I'll be doing it by the time I get back to my apartment, so I'll send you a message before the night is over to say that you are invited to go and see Tyler.
And please make sure that she knows there's no blackmail involved. Just a kind of kinship, if you know what I mean.
Right. I'll pass that on. I'll do my best.
Thank you, my lord.
Of course. Good night then, Mr.
Thank you.
Mr. Hamilton. Finally, he gets to the door and closes it behind him. You see him look over his shoulder just in case you call out again. Then he walks off around the corner.
Milk bar?
Milk bar. All right, brum brum. You get to the milk bar. All right, at the milk bar, there's some 60s milk bar music playing. There's some motorcycles parked outside. There's Jackie sitting outside on his bike. Across the street, you see Randy. Randy's
Doesn't kind of help.
he's withdrawing money from a cash machine right now. He's wearing sunglasses. He's got a leather jacket on, cut off at the midriff.
What?
It's like a short leather jacket.
Jackie, was that a choice that he made?
Yeah, I don't know. He's gone fucking crazy, if you ask me. He's trying out all this weird shit.
Why is he here? I was hoping to have a chat to you without him.
He
And this is
followed
dangerous.
me. He followed me. I don't know. He told me that he's not here. Okay, so just ignore him.
How do I ignore him? He's right there.
Look. Just don't look. Okay.
Okay.
Look at me. I'm just gonna sit
Right.
over here inside the milk bar. Okay. Yeah, we'll get 2 of those. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, perfect. You can keep the change. Thank you. And you sit down.
Is there one without milk?
Hey, you know this is a milk bar, right?
I know, but like, is there one without milk? Like, I've got Zora here, and she doesn't drink. Like, that,
But
that's
you,
not her lifestyle.
but you do.
No, God, no.
So, okay, what about soy?
What about soy? Soybean.
Zora's okay with soy, I think.
Okay, okay,
Surely.
okay. We'll do.
Surely.
Okay, okay. There you go. It's soy milk one
All right.
for her. Thank you.
Okay,
Anyway,
so I'm
before
here.
he
No,
gets in here, let's be quick, okay?
he's not gonna come in here. He's fucking spying and being a dick.
Okay, well, basically, he said at one point that I mean, every time we were arguing, he'd say that people didn't actually know him,
Well,
right?
yeah, okay.
I thought, I honestly, he shouldn't be part of the wolf pack anymore. What he should do is he should follow his dream. He should go back to racing, like competitively. I think we should
Competitive
have an
racing?
anniversary, an anniversary of Randy Zally, like hire like a stadium, and be like, okay, Randy Zally Jr., Randy Zally's son, is going to be racing from now on. Just shove him back into the into his racing career.
Okay, okay. You know, that's not totally stupid. I mean, he's
He
still
needs to
got
stay the hell away from fighting.
right.
And this will help people remember who he is. And that's what he wants more than anything, is to be known and remembered.
Right, right. Maybe you're right. Yeah, that could be true. So how do we do this?
Well, I mean, we have that rally thing, right? Where we're gonna get like all the gangs and stuff to come over. I mean,
Right.
that's like we could hire like that racetrack thing that he would always be at.
Sure.
We could
You know,
pack it full of people.
we should
And
do something with that racetrack, man. Find out who's running it, and then we need to get control of it, you know? That should be
we can name
ours.
it after him.
We could do that if you want to. You might
Well,
like that.
yeah, I mean
But the guy's not dead
Yeah.
yet, you know? Let's not
no, he's not
get
dead.
too carried
However, we could say that because Randy Zally technically is retired, his son could, well, aka him, could be the one to be like, in honor of my dad, I'm going to do this. And honestly, I kind of want to like hook it up with like a charity as well, so like we could raise money to make it so that new people can learn how to be race drivers.
Right, right. Or we could raise money for dead nuns.
Let's not go that far. um, we should be laughing.
Yeah, okay, that was insensitive. Sorry, sorry.
Hell.
That's the kind of thing that he would say.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Bad.
Bad, Jackie, bad.
Mm.
Okay,
Although
so
I will probably do something for the nuns out
now
of
that I
that
mentioned it.
situation. But yeah, I think like a school for race driving, having an anniversary thing. We'll put it on like the radio where people can just like get tickets to see Randy Zally's son race against other people.
So
And we
you
get a whole-
what you're gonna need is some contenders.
Yeah, we're gonna need contenders.
You're gonna need some big ass contenders too.
Big ass contenders.
Right, right.
Yeah.
What about a fucking national car race?
I like it. Hell yeah.
Or even
It could be international.
an internet. Oh my god. What if
We can get people from like Europe and
right, but what if we raced from like the tip of the bottom of everything all the way up through Ecuador and through Mexico all the way up to Chicago, or the other way around, whichever way, I don't know.
that would be amazing. It'd be such a long race, but it'd be so fun.
Right.
He'd love
So
that.
many legs. Yeah, right.
Now we've got these big ideas. Where the hell do we begin? we need funding, which I'm sure.
You got a friend who's just coming to some money, I understand.
Yeah. I also may have some other means of getting money.
Sure.
But yeah,
Okay.
hell yeah. I'll ask him if we could do that.
All right.
Just it'd be so much fun. Randy would love it. And hopefully it'll inspire him to start racing instead of murdering people.
You see him on the other side of the street, currently smashing in the light fittings on the front of a Jeep.
God, he has gone nuts, hasn't he?
He's just smashing in all of their headlights, and then he pushes over a whole row of motorcycles, and they all fall over sideways.
I hope your motorcycle wasn't in that.
He goes, "Yeah, no, mine's around the back." He knows. He's trying to piss off those guys over there. There's a bar just over there.
He's gonna do a great job of it.
There's a bunch of bikers over there. They're probably going to try and fight him. I have seen this 100 times.
Well,
he does this in every little town we go through. It's embarrassing.
I really hope this helps him. By the way, I'm seeing someone else.
Oh, you are?
I think you can figure out who.
It's not Antheus, is it?
No, I mean, no. Antheus is lovely though, but
okay.
No.
And it's not me.
You know, you've met him.
Oh, that guy. Huh. How come I never met that guy before?
He's pretty secretive. Well, he doesn't. Well, secretive? No, that's not the right word. He keeps to himself. He doesn't live in Chicago.
Okay, so he's not actually a local.
No.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
And he's closely attached to my tribe, which is amazing. I can't believe I didn't see him before like this. Anyway, I have to have a chat to him about Randy as well. But
I gotta go and do some pickups and stuff, and I'm gonna be available again, maybe a couple of hours I don't know if you want to talk more about your idea and stuff, but I'll be around. I'm
gonna track down Chase, and then I'll let you know.
All right.
Okay.
Very good.
Bye. Give him a hug.
He hugs you back, and you walk out and
with Zora.
Mm-hmm. And Randy walks down the street in the opposite direction to you.
Don't look.
With his sunglasses on, and you can kind of tell he's looking at himself in the windows of the shops on the side of the street.
Yeah.
And you walk past him, and you just like ships passing in the night. Nobody says anything. And so the long story short, you get back to where Chase is at, wherever that is. Where do you meet Chase for this next
Chase, where are you? I've got to chat to you. I can't hear you.
Chase he's at the office with Peter, actually.
With Peter at the office at the cave?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All
right. Figuring out the running distance of this, that, and the other thing.
Right. Okay. So he's doing a bit of maths and science on that stuff right now. Yeah. Okay.
And that's why they've got Jimmy there, because both of them haven't got a bloody clue.
Okay. So Jimmy is doing some maths, what have you, when you come in. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So back in a minute.
Okay.
What do you think this idea?
What do I think of this idea?
Yeah, it's probably. Honestly, I want him to live his best life. And Belladonna doesn't want to be with him anymore, but at least he can live his best life.
Well, Chase would say that's one thing to you. What if you do all this and this doesn't work? Where are you going to go from?
At least it was worth a shot. You know?
And then Chase would say, that's my girl. Give it a go.
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
Yeah. Also, it'd be really cool to
it would be really cool.
I wouldn't be writing in it. because I'm not a big name or anything.
And Chase would say, well, why
Sage
not?
would Sage totally. Oh, she's not quick enough. She's not quick enough. Sage needs celerity in order to beat Randy. Randy has celerity, so.
Okay.
Although if he uses too much celerity, then he runs out of blood.
Yeah. Yeah.
The drama. Yeah.
Boy.
So what clans haven't you played before?
Clans haven't I played? I nearly played a Tremere. I played a person that, but I didn't quite get to do anything with it. Because he used to make gargoyles.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's what he specialised in. But I never got to actually play it properly. There's not many I haven't played. Not many I haven't played at all. So,
I don't know
yeah.
I don't know what like where the story would go with when we play V5, but there's other clans, like the Ministry is the followers of Set.
Yeah.
Have you played any of the main clans?
I have played.
Like a Tsumitsu?
I have not played a Samithi. I was going to once. I have played a. Oh, what do they call themselves? Ravenos.
Oh yeah.
I have played a Ravenos. And he was fun. I enjoyed him.
Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, he was fun. I enjoyed him a lot. He was great fun.
What about Giovanni?
I haven't played a Giovanni, but I've thought about it.
I wouldn't mind playing one. But I want to play V5, and I don't know if they have Giovanni. I'll have to look that up. I'll do that now.
They probably would. They probably would. I'd like to play something totally different.
Got Giovanni.
Why has Russell got that on his screen? Can
What,
you
the
see
bottles?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'd have a look at the clans that are there and choose from them. I'd like to play something totally different. Yeah.
That's why I want to play Thin Blood, because it's gonna be tricky because I need a lot of blood from humans in order to make the disciplines work.
You know what I'd love to play?
But
I don't know if they're part of the V5.
What is it?
I would like to play a gargoyle.
I don't think it's a playable character because gargoyles are made.
It used to be. It's actually got a gargoyle, not B5, but there is actual rules for a gargoyle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I don't know if Russ will let me anyway, because they used to have one called Spartacus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, who broke free from the Tremere bindings. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind playing a La Sombra. I like them a lot. However, I think like La Sombra, they're always like very, very goth. So I'd probably be verging on playing Sage again.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to make a character that isn't Sage. I do love Sage, but I kind of want to play someone new. Although I do love Sage though. She's so much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun. Oh, she's so cool. With her racing and her hunting. Love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Thin Blood.
Thin Blood. Well, I'd have to be a Thin Blood anyway, wouldn't I?
What do you mean?
If we played B5, I would have to be a start off of Finbud, wouldn't I?
No?
Oh.
Thin Bloods are generation 15. I think it's 14, 15, 16 or something. Something along those lines. Whereas I mean, like us now, we're generation 8. So yeah, chances are we'll probably still be around that. And you'd be like an official vampire. Whereas Thin Bloods are not actually that vampire. It's a choice. If you want to talk, you got to press the button.
I'm just saying, okay.
Right, okay.
I thought you might consider that boring after a while. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can pick a fully fledged character. Pretty sure, yeah, La Sombra is in one of them.
La Sombra. They're the shadow dudes, aren't they?
Yeah. Samitsi is in one of them. Terrible clans. Banu Hakim, I think, is in one of them. I take it down, but I might.
What the heck's that?
Hold on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, what's this one?
What the heck is that? Barakim.
They're like sneaky. They're sneaky. They're like assassins type deal.
Oh, well, they used to be, they had assassins in the other one too. They were,
This is Banu Hakim. So
okay.
159. Where are you? Clan of the Hunt, the Assassins, Children of Hakim, Saracens, Mediators, Lawmen, and Assamites.
Assamites, yeah, I know about the Assamites. Ah.
So that's them. I'm going to ruin my setup here.
You don't have to ruin your setup. He is back.
Hello.
Boo.
We're like looking at the other clans.
Oh.
Because it's interesting to see what they are now.
V5.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway.
Okay.
What are we doing? Oh yeah.
So you're
gonna meet
talking
up
to
with Chase, right? Yeah.
I thought I'd set you guys up so that you could talk in character. I didn't think I'd come back to find you hadn't been talking in character.
No,
sorry.
No, we were. It was.
What if we come up with something important?
Well, that's true.
You know,
if you'd had to roll dice or something.
Yeah. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to hold a race for I guess yeah, it's for Randy. Basically, I'm worried about the way he's going. He has said in the past that nobody actually knows him, which makes me think that he wants to be remembered. And I really think he needs to get away from fighting Sabat and the wolf pack and hurting people. So I think it'd be good to kickstart his racing career again so he can be a celebrity and he can be loved. And so I thought if we could come up with a race that goes, Randy suggested from he said Ecuador, is that right? Like across America, across the Americas.
Right.
Across the Americas.
And we'll bring in like big international names to take part in this as well. I also want to like start up a school for people that want to become race car drivers as well, in his name, and maybe even buy that that race car, the racetrack that he goes to visit so often. I think what he wants is to be a celebrity, and he wants for people to love him and revere him. And I think it'll spark the fire in him again. And then he'll stop killing people. And that's what's most important, I think.
Right.
Oh, of course, he is also important.
Barry, your Nosferatu character, what's his name?
Peter.
Peter Wicks. Where is Peter Wicks presently?
He's in the office with me trying to work. I told you all this.
Right. Okay.
He's in the office with me and Jimmy trying to work out the distance between.
Right.
And seeing as Peter Wicks and Peter Wicks doesn't have a clue about fuel distances from here to there.
Right.
That's why the other two who have ideas about fuel distance and da.
Peter, your phone rings.
Oh. You took your hand off
off the button.
Yeah.
Hang on. I don't need it now. Just hang on,
Cool.
because there was a lot of noise now. There's not.
Okay. Peter.
Yes.
Peter, it is Elzbieta here.
Yes.
I wish to speak with you. There is a place. This is the address to go.
I will be there in, how long would it take me, do I think?
20 minutes?
20 minutes.
Good. Be quick. This is important for us.
I will be. I have to go, everybody. But take the information and do with it what you will.
Gotham needs me.
He's off. He's
All right.
off.
So off you go. So Peter, the location to which you're heading turns out to be a house on a like a cul-de-sac. It's a very narrow little apartment inside a block of apartments, right next to where the railway goes past. In fact, there's a railway yard across the road and up beyond the river. But there's a rail stop right outside the house that seems to have been discontinued. And so it's like trains go through here, but they don't stop here anymore. Nobody stops at this old train stop. Nowadays, it's no longer a public train stop. In any case, Peter, you're standing there waiting when you hear a train coming and you can see the light on it shining down the tracks in your direction. And as it gets there, it starts to go past you, and you're seeing the lights of the train flicker past. You can see people reading their newspapers and on their phones and things inside the train as it goes past. And then off the back of the train steps a figure right up to you. Ah, there you are, child.
You called my sire.
Yes. You are, of course, following the one we call Mercy.
That is correct.
Yes, then you must watch these televisions. And she says, come. And she takes out a key and walks up the steps to the side of this nearest apartment and opens the door and goes in. She says, I like this place, so close to the train. The people here are not home. They've gone away for 3 weeks. She goes into the building and into the house, and she says, please take a seat. And she gestures to the sofa as she puts a big old VHS cassette tape into the VHS cassette player and turns on the big, huge, boxy television that's the size of a small oven.
Yeah.
And you can hear that high-pitched noise as the TV goes on, filling the air briefly. Another train goes past, and she waits for it to finish rattling all the windows and shutters in the building before she turns the VHS tape on. When she does, it appears to be a recording of one of the local PBS channels, TV, normal television. There's a clip of some news. The news is not particularly interesting. And you're beginning to wonder what the hell she's showing you this for. And she looks over at you, and you look back at her, and she says, wait. And at that point, I'm going to make you roll a perception alertness check to see whether you actually notice what the fuck is going on.
Okay.
Peter Wicks, perception alertness. Perception alertness. Here we go. Number of dice. It says 3 successes. There is an advert for some baby care cream and baby care products, and the child in the images looks to you like Mercy Adams's child, Mimi.
I take it she doesn't have the scars at this point.
It's filmed in such a way that she might not see them.
What the hell is that all about?
Yes, very interesting. I will be looking into the making of this TV commercial. I will get you what information I find.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. I believe the agency's name is Saatchi.
Saatchi. All right.
All right then. I hope this is good news for you. You keep the tape for free. She ejects it from the machine and puts it in your chest. Poof.
Yeah.
Another train coming. I leave now. Goodbye, child. She goes outside onto the balcony and jumps over to where the train station was. And as the train goes past without stopping, she just jumps on the back of it with celerity and poof, disappears into Obfuscate. The train heads off down the track.
I head for Mercy's house.
All right. Mercy.
Damn,
Mercy, mercy, mercy.
Player tonight. Here we go. Okay.
I am busy.
Mercy was not ready to come out to play, but
No.
she's being summoned.
Oh, that's what that is.
There you go.
That answers that question.
What?
Okay. Nothing.
Okay. All right, so you are heading to Mercy's house in the complex.
Mm-hmm.
Is Mercy home this evening?
I'm gonna buzz. Oh, I'll send her a text before I get there.
Okay. Mercy, text. She respond?
Sure. I will probably be at home with this Sabat junk on my table, and I'm like looking at it and being like, "Come on, brain, function. Come on, give me some useful information here."
Right. And when you text, your phone texts button beeps.
Yep. I check it.
What does it say, Chase? Peter Wicks.
It says, "Got a tape you should see."
Okay, come over.
Okay.
And
He does.
Okay, knock on the door.
Yeah,
I guess
for a
she-
change. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Alright, so the door, but I have like I have what's her name? Kiara's katana
yeah.
behind the door. So I'll
Okay.
just make sure I have it in my
Right.
hand when I
Okay, so you
answer.
have a katana in one hand, open the door, and it is in fact your Nosferatu buddy.
Okay. Got something for you. Have you
I'm
got
in.
Have you got a VCR?
Yep. Oh well, yeah. I've got plenty of Hello Kitty tapes, so come in.
Okay. Right.
Quick. I
Okay.
close the door, I lock the door,
Put this in there.
walk out of it. Oh, okay. Come
Yeah.
over here. I put down the katana and put in the VCR.
Okay. In the VCR, you put the tape and it plays. And it is, in fact, what I just briefly explained to Barry a few minutes ago. Looks like Mimi in an advert for some childcare products.
Was this before or after I received her?
That's a question you don't know the answer to.
Does she look like she has gone through hell at this point?
Can you make a perception and empathy check, please?
That's the big question, isn't it? 4 again.
Can you? You can.
Again.
All right. So looking at her in the video, you get the feeling that she is a bit dazed and unresponsive. She does exactly the right cute looks at exactly the right moments, almost a little bit too perfectly.
That's Mimi, all right. Where is she?
Well, I've found. Do I have to go through the whole? I will. I found some. They used. What do they call them?
The agency?
No, the boats, the bikes that go in the water. What do they call
Oh,
them again?
right. The jet skis.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you could speed up this part, if you could just get to the part where you tell me where she is.
Okay, I can't
That'd
tell
be
you
great.
that yet, but we're working on it. We're all working on it. Now, listen,
What is this company?
and I tell her. Tell
Okay.
her the name of the company.
I'm gonna go onto the internet. At the same time, I'm gonna ring up Bobby, my dear sweet Bobby.
Bobby. Hey,
Yeah.
it's Bobby.
Yeah. So I'm on the computer. Also ring up Bobby.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my research on this, but he could do a better job.
All right. He answers the phone. Well. I guess I made a mistake giving you my landline number.
Yeah, probably. Could you help me figure out where this company is? It's called Sachi.
Sachi. Yeah, they're an advertising agency. They have a branch here in Chicago, down in the Loop, actually, not far from the Sears Tower. You can find them just under the Hancock Center, in fact.
Okay. Could you help me with some more information?
Yeah.
My darling daughter was actually on one of their advertisements. Could you help me with just with that information or what?
So
it was part of his baby cream stuff.
You got
She's 4 years old. It's weird.
Well, have you got any I don't know, material that you can show me? How do you know this?
Can you ask him if we have a tape? Can he boost up the background and stuff like that so we can?
My NAS friend is saying, "Can you enhance on this VCR thing?" I've got a VCR
so
tape.
You got a VHS tape. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
VHS.
Okay, get me the VHS tape. We'll see what we can do.
Okay.
I can't guarantee
Stop
anything.
saying the same thing as me. All right. Anyway, we'll be over at the CS Tower in a sec. Is that where you are, or what?
Mercy's a loser. Oh, sorry, same thing as you. Just kidding. Yeah, Sears Tower. Yeah, Secure Corp. Level 50.
Okay, see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Hang up. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, so you're
Cool.
driving into the city, into the Loop. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take the katana. Oh, I have to try and figure out how to get there. I don't have a car, so
you want to ride? I got a bike. You want to ride?
I think I'll take Maureen. I'm gonna channel my inner Kiara today. I'm gonna put her map case on my back. I'm gonna ride Maureen, the motorcycle, and go get my Kiara on.
Okay, so you're gonna be Kiara. Okay, cool.
Yep.
She'll be proud.
She probably will be.
Just don't get your gas on.
God no.
I'll follow her just quietly. I won't obfuscate or anything because there's
I'm
no
not going to
point.
go too fast. I don't want to trash the vehicle.
No, neither do I.
Very well. Okay, so you drive into the loop. Can you make perception checks, please? Perception alertness.
Okay. Can't we just have a nice drive into the loop?
3. He's not asking us to do a Dixon drive, so just shut up. Shut up,
4
okay?
and 4 successes. Okay, so as you're going through the city, you're driving close together, like you're following one another.
Mm-hmm.
He's following me.
Fairly, okay. You pull up to this set of lights in the loop. Next to the Chicago River, there's a bridge on your left that crosses the very bright, verdant green water below the bridge, lit beautifully from the facade of the nearest buildings. There's this massive plaza next to you, which is one of the biggest plazas, if not the biggest plaza in the world. It's not the Daily
Blow
Plaza.
up my bike.
In any case, you look up, and on this massive video screen on the side of this building is this image of Mimi being lifted up by these arms and put on the side of basically like a baby seat. And she smiles and waves, as it were, and then
Where is
she's fed some food, and this spoon of food comes into the shot, baby food. And then a logo comes up, and there's like, baby food from blah blah blah, and it cuts away to some other advertising shit.
I'm gonna keep going.
All right. Finally, you get to the Sears Tower, and you park up underneath.
I'm gonna walk. Well, take me up there. Yeah.
All right, you get in the elevator. Chase, are you good in the elevator as well?
No,
I've got
it's
a
not
weapon.
Chase.
I'm not there.
It's
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah. Michael,
Yes, I get in my
what's your name? Wicks.
Peter.
Wicks.
When we get up to like the security, I'll put all like the weapons,
Yeah.
all the knives.
Well, you go to level 50, and the security there at that level is not actually as bad, oddly enough, even though that's SecureCorp. They oddly let you into their waiting room without too many checks.
Oh.
And Bobby comes out, and he goes, "Well, okay, so found you."
Yeah, he told me to come here.
Right. So what's the deal? What do you got? You got
Okay,
a
here's
videotape?
a VHS.
All right.
My daughter's like, we haven't rewound it or anything. It's pretty much at the same part, so that's all you have to watch from.
Okay.
But I need your help.
All right. Well,
Please.
we'll check it out. So over the next little while, Bobby Weatherbottom and his team of experts begin to examine this tape, and within a couple of hours, they've found out the name of the producer. They know who the products, the company is owned by. They've got the name of the cinematographer. They've got the name of the director. They know which studio it was shot in, and when. And as for when, it was 4 days ago.
Okay. All right. So you've given me the names of these people. That's great. Now I need to know where they are.
Okay.
So I can kill every single one of them to get to my daughter.
Sure. Okay. Well, glad I can help. So the producer's name is bloody blah, and this is the address. So he gives you the address and name of the entire crew, including the production assistants, and the studio cleaner.
They're gonna need a cleaner after I'm done with them.
the account manager, their name is.
They have a name.
Joss Franks is the account manager on the job.
Right. Okay.
If you ask me, that's all too easy.
So you've got Josh Franks' address. Being the account manager, they're the one that would be dealing with the client.
Okay,
So
I'll
presumably,
go to them.
okay.
Do you have anything you can give me, or like a person that can help me with like a Al Capone said you'd help me.
Really?
Mhm.
Wow. Okay. Well, good luck with that.
Thank you. I will remember you.
Probably smiles
And
weakly and
I
looks
walk
at you.
away and I make a phone call to Al Capone.
All right. You make a phone call to Al Capone.
Come along, Batman. Let's go.
Okay. I still think it's too easy.
Message.
This is Massey. We're trying to track down my daughter Mimi.
Click, click, cloppity, click, click, and then you hear hello.
Hi. We're trying to track down my daughter, and there was a VHS tape. We've got a whole bunch of information from that. Gonna track down this Joss person.
I
Hopefully,
don't
they
know
can give me some.
what are you talking about right now, but
You said you would help me get my daughter.
you want me to help you get your daughter? You've got a lead. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you?
Well, I'm heading to this address.
Okay. And you want me to come along? I take it. That's what you want.
Well, you did say you would help. I might need your help.
Okay. I'm on my way. I'll be there. Not long.
Thank you. Let's go. Let's
Well-
go, Batman.
Well, she's doing that. I'm sending the information we discovered to Chase.
To Chase. Okay.
Yeah. And Chase has sent what have the guys discovered about the distances and everything else?
Okay. Well, Chase, what they've discovered so far is that the range on those jet boats goes as far as would be required to be able to have hit the Chicago Queen steamboat if they had used that particular rocket that I believe you've already discovered. You also know that the ranges on those jet boats, there's a couple of mysterious trips that go approximately 18 miles out. And if you look around, there seems to be nothing particularly useful if you follow the arc 18 miles around the coastline. Nothing especially stands out on that trajectory. But then there's this one little island that's about 18 miles out. And
It
Chase,
wouldn't be the island I landed a helicopter on, would it?
well, you know what, Chase, isn't that weird?
Your camera keeps going dark and light.
That's my auto aperture.
It's
Because
doing a
whenever
great
I-
job tonight.
Whenever I move my head, it's because of the backlight and what have you.
Right.
Put my head in front of the backlight and it exposes my face, but if I move it away, it tries to
That
expose for the.
explains it. There you go.
I passed that information on to about the island on to Peter and on to because they're on the move.
Right.
I'm giving them something to,
All right.
on the move too. And on to Mercy.
Mercy. So Mercy receives what information?
The distances and the island and the whole
Right.
thing.
Right. But do you tell them that that you went to an island on a helicopter trip?
Yes.
With the prince.
Yes. That's what they've got to look out for if they want to go in that direction. Because it's the prince's island, basically. He thinks. And why would Sabat people be going to... Hang on. No, he's going to cut out the prince bit.
All right.
He's just going to say that she might be there, but to be very careful.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Is that the final word? Final decision?
Well, I've got three heads talking in my mind. I haven't finished yet. No, one of the three decides it's not a good idea, and everybody else agrees with him. He keeps that to himself.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay then. So what are you guys doing next?
We drive to this person's place.
Okay.
Meet up with
Alright.
Al Capone.
All right. Well, you see. Okay, so as you're getting there, you see this limousine coming around the corner. White limousine
A limousine.
parks up.
Okay.
It stops
Okay.
near where you are, and Capone gets out of the limousine, straightens up his jacket, and reaches in and pulls out a violin case.
I see you're gonna serenade the woman or man. It's a good
Looks over to
idea.
you. He goes, I don't know what's going on here right now, but you told me you got a lead and you better start talking. Explain
Got a
yourself.
couple of leads now.
You got a couple
according
of
to the
leads.
Text.
All right.
Okay, so one is my daughter was on an ad for some baby cream. This is after
Okay.
was
What
taken.
the fuck are you talking?
and Bobby has helped me get the information of the person who recruited them. So
The person who
this person
recruited
might be
them.
evil.
Oh, right. Evil. Okay.
Yeah, maybe. We're just
Well, we
gonna
got to
see.
put a stop to that. We can't have people that's evil running around Chicago.
Thank you.
Most certainly wouldn't abide that kind of behavior in a city. Okay. So, you gonna just knock on the door or what?
Yep. I run up to the door.
Well,
knock on the door.
wait. What do you want me to do here? I'm just gonna stand here behind you or what?
Yeah. If I need your backup.
You just tell me when
Got
you
it.
want me to shoot somebody.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right.
All right.
You
Knock,
knock on the
knock,
door.
Mm-hmm.
Door opens and this young hipster opens the door, looks out, and you can smell weed coming from inside the building. Hey, who are
Hi.
you?
Oh,
Can I help you?
I'm looking for Joss.
Yeah, that's me. Can I do something for you?
You sure can. I get a knife out and I just like put it up against his throat.
Oh, fuck. I don't have any money here. We don't keep any money here.
I don't need money. I need to know where my daughter is. She's
I don't know
adorable.
I don't know who your daughter is. I don't know nothing about this.
She was a part of the whole baby cream ad.
I don't
Where
know
is
who
she?
about that.
Where is she?
I don't know anything about what are you
Tell me where she is.
the fuck are you talking about?
Where is she? Where is she?
And you hear Capone Bonnie goes, you might as well take that action inside the house.
Oh yeah.
'Cause you're gonna get some attention around here outside. And this guy's like, who the fuck is that guy?
He'd be the end of you if you don't tell me where my daughter is.
I don't know anything about where your daughter is. It backs into the house.
Okay. Now that we're inside,
Okay.
you can scream as much as you like.
Capone comes in behind you and closes the door gently and locks it. He puts his hat on the nearest lampshade, actually.
So we're gonna have a chat.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that night
Hi.
that you guys filmed
Yeah.
that the little girl,
Who are you?
I'm that little girl's mom. And that little girl was taken from me.
I didn't know. I didn't know. I'm really sorry, but we I didn't know anything about that.
Tell me about who brought her there.
We had a client. They were very. It was a very exclusive client. They didn't want anyone knowing who they were. They wanted to film at nighttime, only at nighttime. They're coming back in a couple of days.
Couple of days.
Yeah. We're gonna do another night shoot. Was it not tomorrow, but the night after? We're gonna do a studio piece with the kid. They wanted something spectacular, and we're still working on it.
Well, guess what? You're gonna make it happen tonight.
I can't do that. I can't do it tonight.
You can't.
I can't make it.
I've got a dagger in my hand.
God, don't kill me! I swear to God, I can't do it tonight. I'm so sorry.
Mercy. If
Stop
you
saying mercy. There is no mercy here. Not for this guy. Not for
If
this
you-
asshole. I'll kick him in the nuts.
Mercy,
Ah, he screams.
Mercy, if you change anything too quickly, they may get suspicious. Let them come to us.
Okay, so we're gonna play it this way. You're going to pretend like none of this happened. You're gonna keep in touch with us though.
Yeah, okay.
You're gonna let us know exactly what the layout of your studio is.
Oh yeah. Tell you
And
everything.
I'm gonna get my little girl back, okay?
Yeah, of course. I'll help you get her back. Those people. I didn't know that they took that girl from you. I can get you some records.
I don't need any fucking records. I need my daughter back.
Excuse me. Sorry, Mercy, you're doing such a great job. Yes,
Thank
we
you.
do need some records.
You hear Capone light a cigarette in the background.
And, Mr. Capone,
Yeah.
could you do me a small favor?
You want me to do you a favor?
Yeah.
All right.
Could you make him forget that this evening happened, but remember everything else?
He looks at you like you're asking him to move a mountain. And out of game, I better just look up whether or not he can do that.
I could do that. I'm not going to. I'm gonna make sure he knows exactly what's gonna happen.
Ooh.
I should mesmerize him.
Mercy, if you do anything to him, it's gonna ruin getting your daughter.
It's
Come on.
level 3 of dominate.
Just listen to Batman
I know.
this once.
The question is, does Capone have level 3 dominate?
It's Al Capone.
Yeah.
Of course he does.
Well, you might.
He's got majesty.
You might
Wait, that's
think so,
presence.
but he does have presence. He does have majesty, and he does have dominate level 4. So there you go.
Good.
So yes, he can do that. He nods to you. He goes,
Okay. Sorry. Put my dimes away. Off you go.
"You want to crack this one? We can open him right up like a flower. Come on, kid. You
Let's
might as
do
well
it.
talk, because this girl here she's gonna dissect you if you don't start talking, and that's gonna get real ugly real fast. I'm not sure that anybody wants to stand here while that's going on, you know." And he's just shaking now and nodding like, anything I can help you with, anything, I'll tell you anything. He's just hyperventilating and freaking out. What do you guys want to know?
Well, let's start out with the whole layout. The people that are working now. We want to make sure that we have full access to the place. So if you can guess access to this place while it's happening.
Okay, so they have a company called Digital Black Limited.
Black. Okay, that's cool. We also need to know.
They're funneling funds through Digital Black to Saatchi and Saatchi, which is the advertising company, which is a real life advertising company, actually, by the way. And so this company, Digital Black, which has been formed by whomever it is that has Mimi, you can assume that it is the Sabat, you can assume that it is Rigord and or anyone else involved. They've formed this company which has hired Saatchi and Saatchi to make a series of advertisements over the next month, featuring this little girl as the main character. The company theoretically is working with the baby products company to do their advertising campaign.
This is a trap, isn't it, Capone? They're baiting me, aren't they?
He looks at you. He goes, "I wouldn't be surprised if this is bait. It looks like it to me. I would think you could be right. Or maybe they're just assholes and they haven't worked out that we're already onto them. But
It doesn't make sense that that's the case.
ain't too likely, in my humble opinion, that they know that we know what they know so far about this.
So we need to make sure that we can get this kid out safely.
Yeah.
Like we won't even know like they've advertised this kid Mimi this time round, but what about the next time? It might not even be Mimi. It's probably just gonna be a trap. We need to make sure that this is her. And
Well, so the first thing is your friend over there. He's supposed to be what? He works for the advertising agency, right? He's the guy that's organizing these movie shooting things for the commercials. So if he don't tell them that we've intercepted him already, then I don't see any reason why they won't go ahead and make the next video. They already put out one, right?
how many other times? Sorry. Wait, you don't make me stab you. I'll stab you. How many other times?
What? Oh, we've done 3 shoots so far. There's one that's on PBS 4, and there's another one that's playing on the, and he tells you the multimedia display that you guys actually saw in the city, on the side of the plaza.
Okay.
And there's another 2 scheduled that are coming up. We haven't shot them yet. One's going to be on Friday night, and the next one is after that is going to be on Tuesday.
Okay. Thank you for being so open. Yes, we will, pursue this. In 2 days' time. We'll also make sure Bobby could help us out with technologies and stuff. So maybe we can get ahead of this. But also, yeah, we're totally gonna make you forget everything.
Yeah.
Ooh, dude.
See, when we leave here, when we walk out the door, you're gonna forget about everything that's just happened. We were never here. We didn't ask you any questions. You never seen our faces. You never heard our voices. We were never here. So the minute that we're gone, that's all you can remember.
I'm taking this. I just take something from his house.
All right.
Goodbye.
All right. Fair enough. And you do. And
it's probably like a baseball or something.
Right. Baseball cards, even.
Baseball card. I take some baseball cards.
Right. They're worth like $500.
Mine. Anyway.
All right. And you do. You leave, and Capone follows you. So, how did that go?
I think that went really well. We didn't stab anyone.
Not yet.
Not yet. I like you, Capone. You and I, we should do more stuff together.
Yeah, well, maybe there's an opportunity for us to work together in certain capacity. There's a time and a place for everything.
I like it. Okay, well, so I've got a couple of nights to sort this out, to plan ahead.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Bobby's probably going to help me out from this point on. Until I need you again.
All right, well, be careful.
You too. You too.
Adios, comrade.
Bye-bye.
He gets in this limo and drives off.
Right. So we also got this text from Chase saying something about a boat and a boathouse, a boat thing?
Island.
An island.
Yep.
I don't think we can get there tonight, Batman.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe I'll ask Bobby about that too. Let's go back to Bobby, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so you go back to the Sears Tower.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, it's you again.
Hi.
You're back so soon.
Yeah. Could you tell us about this building? It's as you see here on an island. This island.
Oh, the island. He goes. There's no such place. This doesn't exist.
It does exist.
What? What are you talking about?
It does exist.
Well, okay. So you do a bit more research, and apparently there is an island on the maps, but according to all municipal structural laws and records, there's no buildings on this island.
So
But
Chase
Chase
Chase,
What
swore
time at night is it?
at night now. It's probably fairly late because you guys have done quite a lot. You visited Critias and stuff, so it would be like maybe 2:30, 3 a.m.
Oh, so no. Okay. It's all right.
anyway, Chase said that the Sabbat went here on their little boat bikes. What's it called? Aqua
You mean jet skis?
jet ski, yeah.
Hey, Mercy,
What?
we can check this out tomorrow night.
I like having Bobby here to help me.
Bobby looks at you.
Bobby can't help you check out a building.
I know that if I hang out with him enough, I will get some skills.
You will get some skills.
Yeah. Also, he has like the shiniest eyes I've ever seen.
Oh my God.
Have you seen them? I
don't
mean, not
know
as
if
shiny as my lapis, but close. Anyway,
What do you mean?
Mercy, your phone rings.
I answer my phone with haste. Hello.
Mercy, this is Newbury.
Hello. Hello, Jason. Excuse me. Peter. Don't listen in. Anyway,
What are you doing?
I'm talking to Peter.
Who the
And I'm
fuck
with
is
Bobby.
Who the fuck is Peter and Bobby?
Well, Peter goes by Batman.
Okay, never mind. I shouldn't have asked.
No, what are you talking?
Mimi, you've seen? Have you seen the ads?
I have seen the ads.
Oh, I'm surprised I
have
haven't
not.
heard from you then.
I have not seen the ads.
You have not seen? Have you or have you not seen the goddamn ads? You have, haven't you? Of course you have. What are you doing?
Why
I
are
know
you
you're up
calling
to
me?
something. You've seen the ads and you're doing something and you're not telling me. Because
Why
I
have
know
you-
you're doing something because there's
Why are
no
you
way that
calling
you
me?
saw the ads and you no way you saw the ads and didn't do anything. So what?
Bobby?
Why are you calling me, Jason?
Bobby.
Well, I was calling you to tell you about the ads, but if you've already seen the ads, there's no fucking point in me telling you about them, is there? I thought you'd want to see that your daughter was on the fucking television.
I know that she's on the television, but that I don't have a lot of information on that at the moment.
Right.
That's why I'm here with Bobby. He's not doing a very good job, and he hasn't gotten a lot of information from the clips. Unfortunately, they are very, very sneaky.
Well, what did
Out
you
of game,
expect?
I'm lying.
He's like, what did you expect? Of course they're sneaky. They're fucking sneaky rats. That's what they are.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Well, you know what? Thank you for checking in on me.
You're welcome.
That's why you're my favorite brother.
I'm your only fucking brother.
That's not true.
All right, well, is there anything else I can do for you before I go and return these videotapes?
You could give me my child back.
If I had your child, I would. Jesus Christ.
I know, but yeah, useless.
I just
can't do
told
it.
you with information. All right, goodbye.
Yeah. Okay, goodbye.
Click.
Classic Malkavian conversation. Anyway, so I don't know if you heard that, Bobby, but I was lying to him.
You were lying to him about what?
About the fact that you don't have a lot of information. You gave me
Oh.
so much.
Well, I'm glad I'm of some use to you.
You are of the most use to me.
Yeah, you're not bad.
Well, are you guys just gonna hang around here all day or
It's
what?
getting late. I should probably go home.
No. I've got to follow her home and then I'm going home.
You really don't need to follow me.
Yes, I do.
Oh, God damn it.
Yes, I do.
Can you
It
help
just
me,
happens
Bobby?
that way.
Can you help me? Anyway, I leave.
You leave. All right. Very well.
I leave too.
Good. Where do you go?
I'm just gonna go home.
I follow her home just in case she gets followed home.
Okay.
That's why I'm following her home, so she doesn't get followed
Right.
home.
And where do you sleep then when it gets dark? When it gets light, rather.
I go as soon as she's home, and I know she's home and everything's safe, and she doesn't suddenly get shot or murdered.
Okay.
I head home.
Okay. Very good. Cool bananas. So you go back to your sewer hideout.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Chase is back at where does Chase go back to his sleeping
Chase
quarters? Is it
is
Vincent's
fine.
house again, or
He's gonna wait for he wants. It's too late now, but he'll go back to his headquarters.
Belladonna's like, wait, before you go,
Yes.
I had just talked to you about, like, the big plan to help Randy.
Well, that means I'm gonna have to stay here the night if you've got a plan to talk about.
We've already had a chat about it. I
Oh.
was hoping maybe you could help me out with some funds to make this happen. Like, what happened to the, like, can we sell the gold?
What? Hang on, Jules.
Is she here? We're still at the cave.
Oh,
Jules is not at the cave. She's at the house.
I will ring up Jules.
All right.
Put my phone on so everybody can hear it.
Good evening. This is Jules speaking. How may I help?
Jules,
Chase?
give us a rundown on the money and the gold and everything so that the boss can hear it. And everybody knows when I say the boss, I mean...
Hey, Julia.
Yes.
I'm sorry that I haven't really talked to you since the whole Vincent thing. When he tried to make me drink his and your blood. And I want to say I'm truly sorry, but if Chase hadn't have been, I guess, bequeathed you, I was going to go and steal you.
Well, that's
I just thought I'd let you know.
Thank you for letting me know.
There's no way he could continue like that. So yeah, sorry.
Well, it seems to have been a small miracle anyway. So nonetheless, what can I help you with exactly?
Jules, give Bella a rundown on what we've discovered so far to do with the gold and that sort of thing, so she knows what monies may be coming her way.
Well, okay, so out of game at this point, the gold is looking for a buyer. There are a number of buyers that have shown interest. It's up for auction, but nobody's bought it yet.
Okay.
There's a couple of people who are interested in it. And it could take a couple of weeks to sell it. You're not sure. It's quite a lot of gold and it's a lot of money, and you have to find someone that has the amount of money and the interest to do that. And also, you were trying to sell it in its original form too, so that you would get more money for it. Is that right?
Yes.
Why don't we sell it in parts instead of just in one lump?
Do you think that would be all right with you?
It means people could afford it easier.
So you're in agreement. Okay, if you think that. How about going that way, Jules?
She says, well, that's something that I'm also investigating. However, there are a couple of buyers who have expressed a specific interest in buying the entire collection because it is all Spanish gold from one specific ship, and it has, they all have the same stamp. So as a collector, it'd be worth keeping it all together. So they would pay more for it all at once.
We're also going to have to, like, if we do find a buyer for it, we're going to have to check them out and make sure they're not Sabbat. Because this is very enticing for the Sabbat. I mean, it was originally theirs, right? So...
Yes. So, I mean, the buyers that I've been looking for have been through very specific circuits. They wouldn't know where this gold was. They don't know who the seller is. There's certainly an entire institution between us and the buyer that would keep them safe from us and us safe from them.
Okay, right.
These things could probably be found a way around if you really had to find out who the buyer was. I might even be able to tag the gold.
I mean, as long as we get the money for it,
Yes.
I think that's a fair trade.
Fair enough. There's one other option with the gold, I tell you now, before you start selling it.
Mm-hmm.
Its price is going up and up and up. If you look at a graph of the price of this kind of gold over the last 100 years, it has probably gone up by 10 times. In another 100 years, it'll be worth 10 times more.
Wow.
And we could live off its interest. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that it is an investment and that the longer that you keep it, the more it will be worth. And yes, you would be able to live off its interest, and then you would be able to buy companies off its interest, and then you would be able to so on and so forth. It would just get bigger. You remember that you are kindred now. You're going to live for a long time. Interest is a much bigger deal for you now. That's what Vincent would tell me anyway, in his lucid moments.
Well, I think if we could get some money for it now, and then and keep some aside
But-
for it.
But that means we can use the interest to do what you want to do.
How
Now,
much money are you needing right now? I can take a loan against our projected income from the company.
Well, I don't really know how much it would cost, but I want to
explain it to
well, I've said this
Jules.
multiple times already, so I would explain it to her. The fact that I would like to buy this
Can you make a-
race circuit, but also organize the whole thing.
Can you make a charisma and performance check? Or persuasion? Could be persuasion.
Could I choose to do that with Sage?
No.
Dang.
You can't. No.
What? Okay, charisma. What was that?
Come
Sorry, charisma.
Hang on. I was going to say persuasion. But
Empathy.
is that a thing?
Charisma and empathy is a thing. That's when you want
Charisma and
to
empathy. Yeah, right. Charisma and empathy. That
I
works.
don't really know how to explain it.
Yeah, I know what you
It's
mean.
sort of like what you've got. In V5, it's persuasion.
Oh, really? It is persuasion in V5.
Two.
Nice. 2 successes.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, her share she can thing, and my share I can keep for interest.
Yeah.
We could do it that way.
Right.
Because she's not that interested in money.
This is like the first time, probably. And probably the last time.
Right.
Although she does want to buy the place next door, actually.
Oh my God. What was the persuasion check for? Not that
You tell me.
The idea, the
idea.
brilliant idea of the racing and the...
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. The way that you persuaded her about the racing idea. Okay.
Mm.
Well, she says, well, have you considered making it into a business model instead of just expenditure?
Well,
Then you can.
that is probably a good idea. I don't know how to do that. If you could help me, Zora
Right.
could probably help too.
So the basic idea here is that we're going to need sponsors. We're going to need to have strong contenders in the race, of course. You're going to need to have some sort of coverage, and so you're going to sell the rights to the TV stations to broadcast. You're going to have, I'm not sure, a number of things like that, but that's a start, I think.
Okay, that works. Okay.
You can sell specific rights to different towns and cities as you go through them.
Okay, cool. Where should I start?
And you're going to have to choose which towns and cities that you want your race to go through on the way.
Oh, okay, right. We were thinking of like from, sorry?
Then you have to get permission from the towns and cities to go through those towns and cities.
I'm gonna need someone to help me out with this. I can imagine.
Going to be a lot of legal issues, a lot of political issues, media issues, mechanical issues, logistics. all of these things. It's quite a big thing you're asking to do.
Yeah.
But you want to do it properly and you want to make money from it.
Yes. I mean, we might as well, right? Make money from it. And that way it could go back into the community. And
your big concept is that you're going to promise some crazy supernatural level driving.
well, I suppose so.
Oh, there is a problem.
The Masquerade.
Oh,
Yes.
the whole, not just the Masquerade.
And
Like how
it has
like
to be
time
at
wise.
night.
Yeah.
It has to be at night.
I'm sure like if we can make it last.
That could be part of the concept.
Nighttime drive.
Or you could work it to be somewhere where that seems less strange, like, I don't know, Alaska or something.
We just have it across America.
Yeah, you could do that
like,
as well. Yeah,
I've traveled across America, so it should be impossible. That way you could try and like get away with the whole sun thing because of the whole time. Like, you know,
stay ahead
over
of
in
the
this side,
sunrise.
it's different to the other one.
You could have two drivers, two driver teams.
Oh, it's going to be a whole bunch of drivers.
One to drive during the day and one to drive during the night.
Oh,
So it doesn't look unusual.
So it's a
If you have
continuous,
vampire in
like
it.
a continuous race. So the ghouls drive in the daytime and
Yeah.
the vampires drive at night.
Yeah, because there'll be famous vampires that are drivers too.
No, it seems a bit odd because
Well-
like, well, imagine like a hot rod or something. And do they offer? It just seems like that would be odd. It could work, but
You
I'd
don't
have
drive
to
very
have.
much, do you, dear?
Huh?
Chase says, you don't drive very much, do you? It's
No,
not that,
but
it's
in
not,
a race situation.
it's not that odd. They do drive by night and day. There are competitions where they actually do that.
Okay, well, we'll have to look into it a bit more. But I think this would be a really cool, fun idea.
They're called
Be
rally.
great.
It's called rally driving.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Could you help me with this, Julia? Will you have time?
She says, well, I don't have a lot of time for it, but I can put you in touch with people. I have people. That's what I do as people.
Okay. I like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Julia says, well, and then if that is all, then if there's any cash that you need immediately, I can put in a request now for tomorrow and see if I can get the cash out by then, if you have a certain amount that you're looking for.
Julia,
Yes.
my helicopter company will help sponsor it.
Well, that's good. That's a good start. How
Yeah,
much?
one
are you looking to
sponsor.
sponsor?
How much do you think I should sponsor this for?
Well, I think that if it's going to be, we don't even know what it is yet. I think it would be foolish to say something, but probably in the range, depending on how much you're prepared to sponsor her by way of helicopters and television coverage from said helicopters. It might be several $100,000 to several $1 million.
You could make money from this.
Let's sort that out right as soon as we organise what we're doing then.
We'll try and get it so that the media companies hire your helicopters to fly the chase.
That's
I
a
like
good
that.
idea. That's a good idea.
All right.
Well,
Do you need me for anything else?
I need to talk to you about our stuff in general, our security and goals and stuff that I want to get. And
well, I'll
such
leave you
like
to
things.
that. I'll leave you to that conversation, Chase. Zora and I are gonna head home. It's
All
getting
right.
kind of late.
You
And
take care
I've got
now.
a certain someone to see.
right.
Yeah, go
So you
home and
get
I wait
off?
for Yaryan.
Okay. Very well. Yayan comes home. He opens his, hi, honey, I'm home.
Yeah.
And then there's like canned laughter.
Yeah,
And like canned
yeah.
applause.
Right. Then he turns on the TV and throws himself on the couch, opens a can of beer, and Yeah.
Right. Hello, Yaryan. Welcome home.
Thank you. Seem to be spending a lot of time here lately, huh?
Yeah. Well,
A little
this
unusual for
place
me.
is as good as yours.
Hmm.
Oh, speaking of which, you could have this, and I'll give him like a key, like
What is
a
this?
little. I imagine there's like a crystal on the end of it. This is a key to the High Priestess, so you can come in here whenever you want without breaking in.
He looks at the key a little bit suspiciously. Really?
Yeah, I trust
Wow.
you.
Okay. Well,
Um,
I better not bring on my friends here then.
well, if you're going to, please tell me.
Sure.
There's something I've got to tell you, and that I understand if you'll be angry at me, but it's about Randy. I'm planning something big so that he stops his murderous ways, and um, and he remembers who he was so that he can go and be the best person he is. But this is
Yeah.
purely from a place of concern, and of course I do care about him still.
Mhm.
But
So
yeah, that's it.
how are you going to do that?
I am planning a race across the US, but also um, it'll be in his honor. I'm gonna sort of give him back his celebrity by saying that he is the son of himself, so that he can race again. And I'm gonna get a school together so that people can learn how to race. It'll also be under Randy's name, and I also want to buy the racetrack and put that under his name too, so that he is remembered, because that's what he wants out of everything.
You think that's what he wants?
He has told me in the past that he doesn't think anyone knows him.
Okay.
He says, "I don't think anyone truly knows me." Uh,
If only we're playing AD&D, I would be like, yeah, inspiration for you.
Thank you. I'll take it. Uh,
That was funny. Well done, but funny.
So, you're gonna make a big race, like a car race.
car race.
Cars and bikes, or just cars?
Well, I thought cars because that when he was alive, that's what he had. He
Right.
would race his like hot rod thing. I don't know cars, but it was definitely a car. It was not a bike.
Right. Well, good luck with all of that.
Oh, do you want to take part?
No.
Okay, good. Come here. I don't want you to take part.
He does. He comes over.
Is that all right?
Is it okay?
I
Everything?
need to make sure it's okay with you.
It's none of my business what you're doing with your tribe and your clan. You know, what you
But
do is, I see that you have concern and deep compassion for your clanmate. I think that is good of you. I have another gift for you, though. He
okay.
takes out this Bowie knife that he gives to you. It's very, very, very sharp.
Oh my God. Okay. What do I do with this?
Well, you cut things with it. It's a knife. What do you think you're
Like
supposed to do with it?
like apples?
You want to cut apples with it? You can. Do you eat apples?
No.
Well, I wouldn't cut apples with it if I were you. Maybe you want to use it for, I don't know, if you have to fight an enemy or something and someone breaks in here, keep it on your person.
I will.
So,
I will cherish it. Thank you. I won't cherish it too hard though. It's a knife. Um, but I will cherish it. Thank you.
well, you know, it's a thing that when he explains to you the history of the Bowie knife and its relation to your tribe and how they adopted it at one point, he tells you a story. It's very interesting.
Oh, it's very interesting.
It's very interesting.
Oh,
Experience point. You
see.
can have an experience. If you agree with the DM, you get
I
experience points.
agree with this.
All right.
Do you want to okay, what's your like idea of sharing blood? Like when you think of sharing blood with another person, what does that mean to you?
Hmm.
Like would you be okay with it? Do you want to wait?
You're looking to share blood with me. I'm very flattered. He looks at you. He takes your hand. He says, "For now, you are Gangrel and I am Buhar. We cannot share blood yet. Not yet. We will need time. I will
Okay.
need to pass these ideas and thoughts past Manil. He will
That's true.
consider them too. Our clans are close. I like that you think how close we are is good.
We are very close.
Hmm.
In my opinion, I see us being one clan.
You say this now, but there are differences between us that maybe you will not appreciate so much when the time came, because our clan, not your clan, the Bruja clan, can be very volatile. You know
I know.
how your clan, Tiris and your Randy, they too are volatile. If you were to take those two individuals into the Bruja clan, I think there would be a lot more trouble. We have a volatility that is very explosive. And when our clan erupts, it can be very violent. It's not good, always, not all the time. We have learned to seek peace now here. Neil has taught us that. We call him Shining Deer.
I thought you were the shining deer. You call him Pale Wolf.
Out of game. Shut up.
It's all right. I know Yaryan's broken.
How do you know so much about this damn scenario? You've been
That's
reading books.
you told me
I was a test.
2 sessions.
It was a
2 sessions
test.
ago?
Did
Last
I?
session? I don't
No.
remember.
Damn it.
All right,
But
I
you
just
told me
don't
the
say
time.
anything because, well,
But yeah,
Barry's got the wise plan.
yeah, okay, so I understand that your clan is volatile, but what will that transfer when we share blood? Is that what you're concerned about?
That is among my concerns, yeah.
Because you don't have to worry about that.
Why do you
I
say that?
basically, Zora's the entire time I've been a vampire, I haven't frenzied once because of Zora and her techniques.
Oh,
She is amazing. Okay, I have calm heart. So
yeah.
yeah, if I do ever get angry or feel heated, I never act on it, and
Well,
it probably won't ever happen because
that may be
I
why
use her
I'm so
techniques.
very attracted to you, is because your aura is so clean of guilt and these strong feelings of hatred and self-loathing that comes with so many vampires.
That sounds about right. And the
You have
same
freed
here.
yourself from these things. You have done well.
Thank you. You should talk to Zora more if you want to know. Manil seems to have helped you out though, so but yeah,
Sure.
Zora's a lifesaver.
I see that. I see that. I will talk to her. All right. And Barry, what are you doing at the end of the night?
I am, I'm just gonna get my team together, find out from, you know, how everything's going, and if everything's in order and the helicopter thing is working out, I'm fine.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, what about the blood thing?
Right. So two things. Firstly, it sounds like you've got another candidate location for a possible base in Gary.
Yeah, cool.
This one may be even better than the last one, which
Okay.
sounds good, and it is attached to an old quarry.
Okay.
And there's more to that too, but we'll come back to that. And you have sent your peoples out to see if you can purchase a blood bank, basically,
Yeah.
or gain control of one. And you found what you think is probably a little town about 100 miles inland from Chicago.
Okay.
It's just called Lincoln. It's a tiny little town called Lincoln. It's not even on most
Yeah,
maps.
there is one called Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
It's very small though, isn't it?
It is indeed, and it has a blood bank that is, as far as your people are concerned, they can't see that there's any evidence of any kindred in this town. But you can't be sure. But nobody's found anyone there yet. You could go to the municipalities of Loden and so on and ask questions and find out whether they have a prince.
I don't want to really get Loden involved.
Right.
But I could ask the Prince of Gary if he knows.
You could do that too.
Yeah. And I do.
All right.
I give him a phone call and ask him.
Well, long story short is he doesn't answer the phone, but he will
Sure.
see you, or he will have you speak with one of his people. And the long story short is that you are 85% sure that there are no vampires in Lincoln, according to any records belonging to the Camarilla, at least.
Okay, then I'll get in contact with Juggler and ask him.
All right. Juggler. His response is that, as far as he is aware, he has no contacts or records of anyone in Lincoln either.
Okay. All right. I will find who is in charge.
Right. Well, there doesn't seem to be, and what that's going to result in is a road trip.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll leave the whole session. Right.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
So thank you everyone for your time this evening.
Thank you.
Do I get extra experience?
You want extra experience points? Everyone can have 2 experience points.
Els needs to spend some.
Spend some.
She's got 12 currently.
Oh my goodness, that's quite a few.
And
all right. And shall I love you and leave you all here?
5.
We will.
Okay, I'll see you later, guys.
Goodbye.
Next
yeah, I'll see you on Friday, Barry.
Yeah, I'll see you on Friday. I'll see you on Sunday.
If we're lucky, I might be there and
oh, cool.
chat. We'll
That'd be
see. We'll
great.
see.
Love to see you there.